Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today, my friend?
Good morning, Carlos. I am great. I cannot believe it's Friday again already. How does this keep happening? It's like that's what happens. It follows Thursday every week, and I don't know. It feels like the weeks are just flying by here.
It's something with, I think, the sun and the way the earth moves and the tilt that it has. It's very weird. It's like all this space stuff that takes place that moves the days along and years, and they seem to get faster as we get much older, Peter. Way faster.
Know what? See, that's what we all think. I'm convinced, though, it's really what happens is as you get older, we slow down. So it's just our perception of time is that it's going faster because we're moving slower. So
see, I did not think about that. Okay, I never heard it in that perspective. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Friends, well, let's get right to it. We got some numbers coming out right now. SPY's reacting. Peter, what's the latest and greatest?
Yeah, we've got basically two sets of data that we're going to talk about here this morning because it's coming in two tranches. So first we've got the data that just came out. So we've got earnings and our unemployment rate. So let's talk about that. Our earnings per hour, if you're on an hourly salary out there, you should be 0.3% richer. Did you get a raise this month? Oh, well, anyways, according to the average data, hourly earnings went up by 0.3%. The unemployment rate was one that we got a bunch of data yesterday. Today, we're sort of getting updates on the unemployment rate. Let's see. That was 4% forecast. 4% is what the number came out to be. So pretty much right on target there. And then the non-farm payrolls was the other one that I was watching. There's a whole bunch of secondary numbers out there, by the way, that depending on which one you look at and how you measure it. But anyways, non-farm payrolls came out at 151,000 versus an estimated 159. So fewer jobs, I suppose, in that respect. Anyways, that's the morning data. I see the market jumped a little bit as a result of that. Basically came in everything roughly on target, which is good. We need that to stabilize the market a little bit with all of the uncertainty going on. What could be interesting is what's going to happen this afternoon. This afternoon, we've got basically it's Fed Palooza. The big thing that it's all surrounding is the fact that the Fed Monetary Policy Report is coming out. That's at 11 a.m. And basically, this is where the Fed has to submit a written report to Congress a couple of times a year. And today is one of those days when they do that. Surrounding that, we've got all sorts of Fed speakers. They're basically getting out on the talk show circuit, and I don't know, they're just out there. Bowman, Williams, Kugler, Powell. So Powell's probably the big one. He's speaking at 12:30. So you got to be aware of that. It fell off the bottom of my list. We don't get as many lines in this format. So anyways, but Powell is going to be speaking at 12:30. So be aware of that. Usually when Powell speaks, that's when we get most market impact. But yeah, the price action from 11 o'clock onward today is probably going to be driven by all this activity on the U.S. Fed. The U.S. Fed, printing money and changing interest rates. It's all we do. Anyways, all right. So yeah, that's what's happening today. So fairly busy for a Friday. Normally, we don't get a lot of economic activity on a Friday, but with the numbers that just came out, and then I said this big monetary policy report that's coming out to the Congress at 11, that might keep the markets interesting. So keep an eye on that. We'll see. We'll see what market impact it has. I'm hoping it's going to have some movement because usually Fridays get really boring recently. Have you noticed that? We get the open activity like we usually do, but Fridays usually from like 11:30 on, it just goes flat and dull and boring. So let's hope that this maybe puts a little life in there, keeps the markets interesting for the rest of the day.
Yep, absolutely. Hopefully we get a little spark here going. We could take a look at our gappers list again. Very light compared to the last couple of days, right? We're seeing things swinging to the left, to the right here, up or down, and today they're just kind of quiet. We got some news on some of these, and then we have Baba on deck as well. So let's go through them. Let's start with the first one on here. It's going to be AVGO earnings last night for these guys, and I heard they crushed it, right? So here we are. We are up pretty good, 11.12 million shares traded. This can trade okay. Typically, they don't get great intraday action, but today's their day, Peter. If they're going to do anything, today will be the day to have a great trading opportunity. So, what does the earnings look like from last night?
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise earnings report on the good side for once. So, as you can see, they're popping up this morning by a good margin, and they had an excellent quarter in the last quarter, beat on revenue and bottom line. But what the market always looks for is what is your forward-looking guidance, and their guidance was actually over analysts' expectations. And like we've been talking about all week, right? You have to surprise the analysts, even though they're going to make their own numbers up about what they think you're going to do. You then have to do better than what they thought you were going to do, and Broadcom managed to do that. So again, they haven't actually delivered anything. This is just what they say their forecast is going to be, but it doesn't matter. That's what moves the stock these days. And yeah, it's actually looking good. I mean, Broadcom's talk, it's all about AI and how AI is going to be helping, or they are going to be helping the AI sector, I suppose, with their own chipset demand and their services arm. Pretty much every one of these companies has both physical chips that they're making, and of course the services that they like to wrap around it or provide to their clients. So anyways, good news this morning. I'm hoping this provides a little more interest in the whole sector. So not seeing any unusual activity in Nvidia. It's moving well, but not more than normal. But a Broadcom here, AVGO up 10% here, $19 move. Yeah, I like it. Like, I think it's going to be on my list this morning. So we'll keep an eye on it and see what it does.
Yep, absolutely. I think it'll be a good one today. I will put it on my list as well. And you know what? I will probably usually put this on a secondary, but today, let's see what happens. I'll put it on the main list here, AVGO. It looks like we're not going to have a crazy long list this morning, as you can see here from my tradingterminal.com gappers list, which locked me out for some reason. Some security stuff happening there. There we go. You can see like it's very light as far as the gappers list goes. Hopefully with the news that we just got now, with those reports, we can get things a little more spicy up and running here. WBA, we were talking about this about 2 days ago. Possible purchase, looks like that has been finalized, Peter. Walgreens boots being saved. My question is, were they doing this bad? Were they like horrible? I mean, their charts are horrible, given how much they have dropped, but were they doing this bad that they needed to be rescued here?
Yeah, they have not had a good decade, really. The last 8 years specifically have been really bad. 8 years ago, Walgreen Boots was valued at about $100 billion, and it's being bought by Signet. I think that's what Sycamore, the private equity firm here, for only $10 billion. So yeah, they've really tumbled. Look, they've had store closures, they've had layoffs, they've had restructuring. None of that has really saved them. So yeah, it's been a tough 8 years for Walgreens Boots, and it looks like Sycamore to me is getting a pretty good deal. I mean, this is a group. If you're in the U.S. or in the U.K., you would know them best because the Walgreens and the Boots has been around for, like, I can't remember, 187 years or 147, something like that, 150 years plus. So they've been around for a very long time, and of course Walgreens is newer, but look, they own apparently about 12,500 stores around the world. So a $10 billion price tag means that they're paying about, Sycamore is paying about $800,000 per store or per location, which feels like a pretty good deal to me, because of course you get all of their other services that go with it, and of course the company assets, and et cetera, et cetera. So I just feel like this is actually not a bad deal, and going private is probably the right solution for them. They very much struggled being a public company. Being a private company offers you a lot more opportunity, as long as you've got a buyer who's got some deep pockets to invest money up front. So which I think Sycamore can. They own actually a bunch of other brands. I think I closed down the article, but I didn't realize that they own like Staples and a number of other retail stores, so they know what they're getting into, and it's probably a good, I would assume that they've got the experience and the successful track record of being able to manage companies. This is probably a big acquisition for them compared to some of the others they've taken over. But you know what? From our point of view, it's boring because we don't get to trade WBA anymore, right? Walgreen Boots is going to go out as of I think it's the end of this month when they're going to take it private. Don't expect much price action, right? The stated price is $11.45 a share. And as you can see, the price action right now is sitting just below that mark. So it doesn't really have very far to go, right? Like nobody's going to pay more than $11.45 knowing that's the private buyout price. And it's not likely to drop too far either. So, it's going to just trade in a tight range. So not that interesting from a trading perspective. Interesting from a company management point of view, in my opinion. But anyways, we're looking for trading stocks. This is not one.
Yeah, they got so many stores, man. I think they got to reduce their footprint too. Like, what do I go for Walgreens for? The pharmacy, birthday cards. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need this whole space for that. We'll tie it in once in a while, but with the Target, with the Walmart, with all these other giant stores that sell cheaper things, you go pick up something else. I mean, it's a big struggle. But someone mentioned they've been around for 124 years. That is a long time.
Well, the boots side of it apparently was founded thanks to Neil, founded in 1849, so 176 years ago. So
yeah, wow, that's wild.
It's been a long time. I don't have Walgreens here in Canada. I don't know if they exist in Canada, but they're not in my neighborhood anyways. I only know them like when I go to Vegas. It's the Walgreens that's right near me, and you buy everything there. You can buy alcohol, you can buy food, groceries. I don't know. It's where
they don't allow the alcohol they don't allow all the drugs together in one place here in New Jersey or New York, I think. Maybe New York. Right. But yeah, in New York, man, they're in like every three blocks. Every 3 blocks going to run to a Walgreens, Rite Aid. I mean, it's when I used to walk from the Port Authority to my job, I passed at least 5. It was just incredible. Okay. All right, friends, let's go. Let's get to it. So next one on here is going to be ANET. So again, Walgreens not really tradable. We'll leave that alone. ANET this morning. Arista Networks is on deck, as you can see here. Trace horrible. We're not going to spend too much time on it, Peter. Anything we should know about this one?
No, it's an AI play. They got a little bit of news about an upgrade they received from UBS. Other than that, I don't see anything interesting.
Okay, you got it, man. We'll move on to something else. We'll give that the good old garbage truck as it trades brutal. Next one on here is going to be Baba. All right, Baba, who let me down yesterday to stop me out. Oh, the truck is going again. No. Stop sending the truck out. That's it. How did the truck get going again? Stop the truck. Stop the truck. I don't know why the truck keeps going. How do I stop it? Stop saying the truck. There we go. All right. But Baba did stop me out twice yesterday. Man, it was so brutal. So it can't trade very well. Yesterday was not the day for it. But I still like the stock. It has treated me well more often than not. And that's what trading is all about. So it's all about probabilities. So today, Peter, we're up 2.2. Volume doesn't look as exciting as we saw yesterday. So actually might not be on my list today. We'll see. Maybe a secondary. Anything on the Chinese front? I know it was Xinping. Xinping made some tariff comments across the water there. But other than that, I haven't seen anything significant.
Yeah, nor have I really. I mean, of course, it's in the news with the on again, off again tariff scenario. We're trying to figure out. I mean, I know in Canada here, we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. The tariffs that were put in place just 2 days ago are now lifted again until April. So I don't know. We're just trying to figure it out. So I imagine China is as well. The Chinese stocks, look, there's a bunch of secondary news. Alibaba's got a competitive AI product to DeepSeek out there that is getting a little bit of attention. Remember that about 2 weeks ago, they released the fact that they've got a they've got an AI engine that's going to allow you to create sort of AI videos on the fly. That's something that they've put out there. This rival for DeepSeek is supposed to be another relatively cheap, I want to say cheap AI model. It's been interesting. I've been playing with AI recently because you know how you run into little videos and they say try this and see if it'll work, and it's funny when you run into things that have limitations in AI that anyways, I just to share with you guys, you try it yourself. Go into your favorite AI tool and ask it to give you a picture. Create a picture of, because I tried this and I got the answer that they told me I should expect. But again, anyways, it's tough to know, right? What's real or what's not in AI. But it said, ask for a picture of watches that show 6:28 p.m. And you're going to get a picture of watches that all have 10 after 10, because most picture of watches on the internet show the hands at 10 after 10 because apparently it's the most attractive look for a watch. So AI cannot figure that out apparently, or ask for 12:03, a picture of a bunch of watches with the time saying 12:03. Apparently you can't do it. It'll just give you 10:10 again. Anyways, I didn't dig too deep, but it's one of those things where it's sort of interesting where you realize the things that we would take for granted as logic is not quite there yet. So anyways,
Yeah.
it's a whole bunch of things that so it makes you be careful out there with your AI tools. So Alibaba's deep into the segment, I guess, and they're producing their own competitive tool, and I still just sort of watch from the sidelines with my popcorn and say, all right, what's gonna happen, coming up. From a stock trading perspective, Bubba's in play. I'm sorry that it stopped you out twice yesterday, Carlos. Obviously, wasn't being kind to you, but this is just typically in play. You could trade it if you want. I don't see any particular news today. I'm guessing that we're going to be fairly quiet today on the tariff front. I don't expect any new announcements. I can't base that on any fact because you never know, right? But I feel like it's sort of been a busy week already, and that even the White House has got to take a breather, right? There's no further announcements scheduled anyways out of the White House. So I'm guessing that we could probably take a rest on that until next week. That's my guess anyways.
Yep, absolutely. Good morning, guys, over on YouTube. I'm responding to all of you guys, but I miss a few, so good morning over to you guys. And Kevin says this week went fast. Yes, it really did, man. Really, really fast. And the only reason I knew it was Fridays because Fridays my kids get pizza at school, so I don't have to prepare a lunch. So that's the only reason I know it's Friday. If not, I would have thought it was Thursday or something. All right, Baba on my secondary. So here we go. Baba on the secondary list there. It looks decent. It doesn't look great by any means. Peter, as far as the gap up, anything you like before we look at the gap down?
Well, you know what? Speaking of the gap. How about that?
Okay.
Trying to make a segue. That was a little more awkward than I'd hoped. All right, the Gap had earnings last night. It was one of the ones that we were looking at. It had actually a good quarter. You know what? I'm always surprised, frankly, every quarter that the Gap is still a thing. Anybody out there actually shop at the Gap? Somebody must. I don't think I have any Gap stores in my area anymore. That's probably why I think of it as dead. So, but I guess it's all the Gap stores seem to have been replaced by Old Navy. What is with Old Navy? Everybody likes Old Navy. Anyways, I don't know. But that being said, I don't typically go shopping much if I can avoid it. Anyways, but they did have earnings after the close yesterday. Their numbers were good. They actually gave a surprisingly bullish outlook to the next quarter. A lot of retailers were saying they were expecting, problems and issues with their forthcoming forecasts because of the tariffs. The Gap didn't share that view. They seem to think that they're going to have a good first quarter and going to be able to sort of deliver on their numbers. So I see it's moving up here in the early hours on, relatively big volume for it. It's still, less than 300,000 shares, but keep in mind that this is a NYSE stock, as I keep reminding you. Whenever I see one of these, you got to wait for the volume to come in, which often happens after the opening bell. So the Gap could be in play. It's a little bit of an iffy trade. What might be a better one is Macy's. I see it's still moving here. Macy's again, no volume right now, but it was in play yesterday, and we were taking a look at it because of its earnings. I still think it's going to be in play today. It had I don't know. Yesterday was very, very choppy price action. I was hoping for better, to be honest, because I've had some great trades on Macy's in the past, but yesterday was not one of those days. It just didn't lend itself to that. So, but anyways, that's one I'm going to be watching. And on the gap up, oh no, Carlos, I think we covered everything else. Yeah, everything else that I was watching from earnings was gapping down. So we'll talk about those on the other side of the list.
All right, awesome. Yeah, these companies should be doing a lot better given how many people are being asked to come back to work. They should be buying more clothes. Can't work for you with your PJs anymore. So they should be doing good. They should be doing good. Yeah, and Gap, Peter, I went to apply for Gap when I was younger. It was like the high school place to work at, right? Coming out of high school, they hire almost everybody. They had a good training program. But the Gap, Banana Republic, and Old Navy, they're all the same company. So that's why when you see the
Oh,
application, it has all their names on it. Yeah, you could work in one, you could work in all of them. So that's why you might see some of the Gap being replaced by Old Navy or something like that. That's the easy change.
oh,
Um,
I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. Let's go to Gap Down. Lunar. Let's start here. LUNR. So if we go to that one, and this morning we are down 32%. Did something flip over? What happened? Wow. Something. Okay, something's not going right here.
Well, well, is
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been waiting for this one. You know how much I love talking about Lunar. So, if you remember last week, we were talking about the fact that there were three active missions to send rovers or vehicles to the moon at the same time. Lunar had at least one of them, and their landing. Athena is I guess the code name for their landing mission, and they have once again lost contact with their lander. So nobody knows exactly what's happened. Has it fallen
The
over? Did it
the
crash and
aliens took it.
burn?
That's what happened.
Did the aliens intercept it? I don't know, but it's unclear what's happening. Lunar's not talking yet. We know that it reached the moon orbit, and we believe that it's on the surface, but the condition of the craft is unknown at this point. So, of course, that's not good news for Lunar stock, especially losing two in a row. So, well, potentially, we don't know the status yet. So, yeah, Lunar. I don't know. I mean, I just it's fun. Can you trade this? I'm skeptical. Like I'd love to trade. I'd love to get a great trade on Lunar just because it entertains me so much. I mean, 5.5 million shares this morning. It's in play. How this is going to trade? It's going to be completely driven on the news, right? Like if a news press release comes out and says we found it and it's good, then this thing could shoot up. If they say we found its pieces, then it's going to go down. So I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to watch it. I doubt I'm going to try and trade it just because it's way too risky. The news will drive this stock one way or the other. So
Man, our human's curiosity is just crazy.
I
But
know.
I love Earth. I just really love Earth. Like, can we just make this place better? Stop polluting the space environment. Whatever. It's crazy. All right, let's get to it, friends. Another one on here. I don't like Lunar, so I won't be watching it. I mean, it is in play today, but I don't like the price action on it. I don't like the price. But I like hearing about it though, Peter. That I do like.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
All right. HPE. We are down here 17%, 3.6 million shares traded. I mean, this company has been really struggling the last month or so, looks like. So, big gap down. Is this on earnings, Peter? They don't move a whole lot, but it looks like it is based on last night's chart.
Yeah, this was earnings after the close yesterday. I I always like for them to trade well, but they don't usually. So a couple things. They missed on their earnings. What is always important, of course, is their guidance. They provided a weak guidance for the next quarter and announced that they are planning some layoffs. So look, layoffs are sort of par for the course with this type of company. I mean that happens all the time. So I'm not sure that we should worry about it too much. They're talking about 5% cuts to their workforce. I don't know how much I don't know how big their workforce is these days. I have have to look that up. But anyways, they're talking about 5% cuts, whatever that may mean, and all of that news is basically dragging them down. This one's hard to trade. Like I certainly have watched in the past. See all these tiny little candles you're sort of seeing pre-market and after hours. Well, actually, you can even see it on Carlos's chart here from yesterday, like yesterday around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is how it typically trades, right? It does not move much in any given period of time. You can get trends on it, but I don't know. I find it very hard to trade. So I'm probably going to stay away from it.
Yeah, and just to give you some perspective here, I mean, this is a 5 minute chart, and just look at the volume. If you've never seen a stock trade 74,000 shares in 5 minutes, you got to look at it. It's the most boring, the most difficult thing to predict what's going to happen. You're not getting any level two. You're not getting no time in sales. Like all the indicators that you use to kind of predict what's the best way this price action can possibly go are just not going to be here. Now, after the fact, looking at it now, you say, oh man, Carl, this is a great short. What are you talking about? Yeah, but how do you get in here thinking that's going to be a short when all your indicators that you're used to are not going to be present? See, now it looks great. But here, when you have to make the decision, you just are going to be missing a lot of pieces to be able to put that puzzle together. So, yeah, it's horrible. We'll move on from this one. Next on the list is going to be one that's fun to say. GRRR here. Gorilla Technology. So this morning, these guys are down 3%, 406,000 shares traded. Man, they got all the flags out today. Hard to borrow, SSR. I mean, yeah, it's just looks bad as far as what's possibly available to do here. Peter, any news on these guys? They're down. It looks like it started. If I look at this chart, let's go back. Not really. Started last night, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks brutal.
Yeah. Well, remember we did see this on our list for a few days this week, and the company basically came out and said, we don't know why our stock's moving. All the rumors out there are false. Our company is still stable like it was before. We're still on the same path. We're still doing what we're doing. So basically they came out and said, they said, so in the headline here, it says, Gorilla sets record straight on baseless market speculation. Basically, there was a couple of blog posts that suggested that there was some problems inside the company because they had some big contracts and some opportunities. They've come out and said, we don't know what anybody's talking about. That's all made up. It's not true. Now, who knows what is actually true or not, but it looks like the company's really, the stock price is really just settling down to where it all started from a few days ago with this news. So I think I think the fun is over. If you were trading GRRR before, yeah, I don't think today is going to be a fun day for it.
Yeah, it doesn't look promising. All right, guys, that is our gappers list. I know there's not a lot that came off of this. We have AVGO, which is looking really nice right now. We have BABA, which is looking okay on the secondary. And I'll update my banner now at the bottom, but that's it. Peter, gapping down, do you like anything?
A couple of things that I wanted to mention to everybody that are gapping down this morning. Costco is one, COST. That was an earnings play that we were just taking a look at after hours last night quickly. They beat on revenue but missed on earnings, so a little bit of a mixed picture on Costco. You can see that they're gapping down, but very low volume this morning. That's quite typical for Costco. They don't get a lot of after-hours trading, despite, they trade on the NASDAQ, so they've got the opportunity, but for whatever reason, not a lot of after-hours trading. I guess, Costco's not exactly a meme stock, so maybe one day it'll become that, but it isn't right now. So, but Costco had a better quarter, frankly, than some of their big competitors like Walmart and Target. So, the picture looks reasonably decent. They were fairly silent on what their expectations are going forward. So I think tariffs certainly would affect them. They're very multinational, right? Operating in I don't know how many countries, dozens of countries. So certainly it's going to have some impact, but they've been pretty quiet on that. The stock is dropping. Watch it if you want. Another one we were watching for earnings after hours last night that's also down this morning is BBAI, BigBear AI. You might remember that name. They're down about 15%. Now, remember, this is a lower price stock, though, but it's interesting on the daily. Yeah, look at that volcanic action that we got up to $10. Now we're down, $3.50. So yeah, maybe the fun is over on BigBear AI. A mixed revenue picture in the quarter. They actually missed on revenue but beat bottom line. I don't know. This has never been that fun of an AI play to me. There's better ones, right, that we talk about more regularly. So, but I thought I'd mention it because of the earnings. And BJ, no, that was from yesterday. BJ Wholesale, they reported yesterday. Never mind. That's all I got.
All right, thanks, Peter. I just got this notification here. So looks like this might be happening, right? March 7th, 8 a.m. NASDAQ joins exchange seeking to offer around-the-clock trading. So NASDAQ plans to offer 24-hour trading on equities exchange. We heard about this a while ago, if you guys remember that. But now it looks like they're looking to actually go through this, and this is for the second half of 2026. So wow, I'll read this a little bit later, but yeah, they've been talking about this for a while. The fact that it came up again looks like they're really serious. We don't like it, Peter, I know, but you know what? For them, it makes perfect sense. It's around the clock tickets and volatility and movement. It's just more money for them, right? So makes sense for them. Doesn't make sense for us momentum traders, though, depending how the volume is going to be. So I know we had this conversation before. If we still get together at 9 a.m. and we all trade around the same time and the big volume, like the big money still trading at that time, great, nothing changes. And let's say you as a retail trader or as an individual firm, you want to trade at 3 o'clock in the morning, great, that's fine. But if the VIX volume goes all over the place within 24 hours, that's no fun for us. My 5-minute RB will just die. That's a big problem.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, look, I don't like it because, I don't want that dilution of volume. I'd love the day focus to stay the way it is. That being said, you know what? People have cried the death of the markets before. When we went from the old style fractional system to decimalization, everybody said it was going to kill the market. That didn't happen. When the markets expanded their after hours trading, I mean, it used to be there was only like 30 or 60 minutes before and after the market where you could trade because it was just a cleanup time. I mean, now you could technically trade from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m., right? Like the markets are open that long, but we still sort of honor the trading day between 9:30 and 4 for the most part. So, maybe a 24-hour market is not going to be that much of a big deal. I mean, it's, we're already open 2/3 of the day. The other third might not change things at all. I'm hopeful anyways, because I'd hate to lose the focus that we've got right now and the ability to trade this momentum, because yes, it would radically change the landscape. But that being said, currency markets have been open 24 hours for years now. And, there's still an effective way to trade it. That being said, like my cousin is a currency trader, and he is up at 2 a.m. to make sure he gets there for some of the critical times of the market. Yeah. I don't want to be getting up at 2 a.m. Please.
That's not happening. I'd say, can you imagine news events? Something happens in the middle of the night and people are just going to be having alarms going off saying, hey, I got to wake up and go short, God forbid, American Airlines or something, right? It's crazy. But let's see what happens. Again, it all depends on when is the heavy volume going to be trading, right? One of the big money. If they go trading all around the clock, then yes, it can really change a lot of our strategies. But guess what? You know what's one thing's for sure, Peter? We'll be here to find out. So we'll see what happens.
All right. So we will.
All right, friends. Let's go to you guys. Let's go to the chat room. What do you guys like this morning? Let's take a look here at our chat room, see what tickers are on deck. Let's see. Oh, no tickers so far. We're all talking about the 24-hour thing, which is good. Okay, so no tickers there. How about over on YouTube? We got GV. GV was in play yesterday. Oh wow, look at GV. Yeah. But look today, they got something going on here. Let's go first. Let's look at how it traded yesterday. Let's take a look because I had it on my list, but I really didn't look at it. Baba was just taking my money all day yesterday. Let's take a look here at a GV. See, this is the thing. This is the thing with these low flow stocks. Look how beautiful. Let me get you the right chart here. Look how beautiful this pre-market activity is, right? And I said it, man, this is a beautiful pre-market activity for a low flow stock. Opens up, garbage, garbage, garbage. Boom, slam down. That looks like a halt there. Again, I didn't see the action on it, but that looks horrible. And then just continues to slam down. And you don't have no shares for short. And I hate this here because I've been caught so many times on stuff like this when I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Where you think, oh, we're going to come back up now. You either hold on to your position and thinking that you're going to come out of break even, or you get in and guess what? You get slammed down some more. So it's just brutal, brutal, brutal. So be careful with this stuff. You know, it looks like pre-market is trading better than the actual market open. So if you're pre-market, it looks like there could be some opportunities now, but it won't be on my list for the market open.
Yeah, so I still don't quite understand what they do, but I guess they make, anyways, they make vehicles somehow. New energy vehicles. What does that mean? What energy? What new energy? Anyways, look, an article came out that they secured an order for 12,000 new energy vehicles, Hong Kong taxi version. Why are they being so vague in all of their press releases and their information? I don't understand it. So, you know, new energy vehicles feature zero emissions and low energy consumption, which will improve air quality in Hong Kong. They're not calling them electric vehicles. They're calling them new energy vehicles. So, like, are these hydrogen? I don't know what. Anyways, I'm so frustrated with this company. I can't figure out what they're doing. And anyways, they're talking about a battery swap service, so I have to assume they're electric. But anyways, their press release language is still disturbingly vague. I'm glad my money's not in it long term because it feels sketchy.
Yeah. Battery swaps, man. That just sounds like so many things can go wrong with that technology on cars. On mopeds, I've seen them in China. They have them. That's pretty cool. You pull up to a little gas station, take out your battery pack, put it in a charging station, take another one. Awesome. For cars, man, that's just, I don't know. It's a whole nother level, but it'll be great to see, man. You know, who knows? All right, friends, over on YouTube, you gave us a GV. Again, careful. I think pre-market trades well. If you're a low flow trader, this thing is on fire right now. Pre-market open, a market open doesn't look good. It was horrible yesterday. I expect the same today. RGTI, it's just sideways. Like, I know we moved a lot yesterday. It wasn't a easy trade, right? So everything happened right in the morning. Then it went sideways for the most part. But I was watching Rigetti yesterday. Although this looks clean now, it just took off. Like there was no opportunity here.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to trade, at least for me.
I was watching this at the open as well, Carlos, and just sort of watching it out the side of my eye on a different monitor. And I was thinking, my God, I guess we were wrong, right? Because I was saying yesterday morning, I didn't think Rigetti was going to be a good trade. I didn't think it was, had much movement in it. And then it took off at the open, and I thought, okay, I guess I'm wrong. And like you said, it was hard to get into because there was really no signal. Like if you were sitting waiting for it, if that was your trade, then you could have got it and been very happy. But within about an hour and a half after the open, it was all over and it sort of just moved sideways. So, good. I mean, you never know. I mean, I did say it was in play. We did tell you about it. I was wrong about how much in play it was going to be. So, hey, maybe today again it'll move. Who knows? But it's always tough to tell.
It was like JD yesterday. JD had a better drop here, at least better start than Baba did, right? And I had both of these, but definitely Baba did not treat me well yesterday. So you just never know. Sometimes the one you decide to put on the secondary list is the one that does the job. All right, Lunar, we looked at already. Gap, we discussed earlier too. Again, Gap is up today. Very difficult stock to trade. Normally doesn't intraday trade well. If they are going to have a great day, it will be today. Then they'll go back to the regular, very low volume, around 3 million shares trading per day. Obviously, the last couple of days leading up to earnings, we've seen some good action out of it. You might see some activity today, but again, light pickings, man. My list, only AVGO right now and Baba. We'll find some stuff. We'll look at Tesla. We'll look at NVIDIA. I'll throw some of the usual suspects on here, but right now, looking pretty light. As far as Rigetti, we didn't finish off on that one. I think it's a good one to watch. I'll put it on I could put it on the main list because I don't have a lot. We'll put it on here. And if we get anything like we did yesterday, it could be fun. But I think it's going to laugh at us today for not trading it yesterday, Peter, and give us a horrible morning today. We'll see. One more here, FedEx and POTR. We'll do those two, and then we'll head over to our community events and announcements. Let you guys know what's happening in our beautiful community. FedEx, no volume whatsoever, 4,000 shares. I think somebody did not mean to trade that, but I'm just kidding. I don't know. But yeah, it's not really in play. You got to wait for the market open. You might get some movement after. But right now, the pre-market, you're just not going to get anything. And the daily's really all over. Like, you have some big drops, recovery, big drops, sideways, no recovery here. So you just don't know what you're going to get. You kind of got to watch it and see how things play out, right? Let's take a look at the last one here, PLTR, which is one of our community favorites. Active this morning, up and down here, above the previous day close, now below again, up down almost 1% here, 3.4 million shares traded. I do like the daily though. If you look at this daily, this is a very good daily actually. And just because the way it's sitting here, look at the resistance we had here going back into January, huge breakout, and then contract issues and blah, 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 all that good stuff. And now you're getting that support that's trying to hold here at 79.55. I like BOTR. Yeah, I'll throw it on the list here. It looks very, very good this morning. All right, we'll stop here. Peter, let's go to you and let people know what our amazing community has on schedule for this beautiful Friday.
All right, we only have one session to let you know about on Friday, which is our newly added, I guess, session, because we didn't usually do things on Friday. But now we have Sean, who's going to be talking about his weekly trade strategies. What went well, what didn't. You can share your trades or ask questions. It's a great opportunity for all of our elite members to jump into that webinar room. And, and yes,
yeah,
thank you,
I won't
Carlos.
be up at that time.
It is at 12. It is at 12 p.m., not 12 a.m. So, Mike, I think I saw you online there. Looks like we need a little update to the website. We got a time inversion, but that'll be at noon. So there you go. And as Sean is posting in the chat room right now that he's got a specific topic for today, he's going to talk about how to trade a downward trending market. Very appropriate, of course. So there you go. So hopefully you'll join him at noon in the webinar room for that session. Other than that, we've got all day trading for you, of course, starting about 2 hours ago, going right through to the market close at 4 p.m. So hopefully you'll join us in the chat room. If you're not a member and want to do that, then you got to check out one of our membership options. You can join using the intro offer. Today's as good a day as any to do it. If you do it today, you'll get it for a full week right through to the end of next week. And that will give you an opportunity to join us. And then maybe you consider moving to one of our other membership options. So they're all available at the bottom of our website. There they are. Excuse me, go to bearabletraders.com and you can find them right down at the bottom of the screen, of the entry screen. So hopefully we'll see you in the chat room sometime soon. All right, for everybody out there on YouTube, give us an old thumbs up. We appreciate that. It really helps the growth of the channel. And it makes Carlos and I feel warm and fuzzy inside. So, please do it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Carlos, we've got a couple of levels to set. Moderators, get your lists in, and then I can let everybody know what you guys are watching, and we're going to get ready for this market open as we always do.
Yep, absolutely. Marcin over on YouTube brings up a good point, right? Because if you think about it, we can start trading. The NASDAQ allows you to trade starting at 4 a.m., right, all the way to 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. So if we just open it up the rest of the hours, but again, if we still keep trading at 9:30, the market open, yeah, it might still be the same. You lose a little bit of volume, but not much. So we'll have to see, right? It's all about where the big money's going to be at. So yeah, it's a good point. That's a good point. It might not be much change. So we'll find out. All right, friends. Few we want to look at.
Andrew's just joined us. He's a little behind on the news. There was a news out of NASDAQ, Andrew, that they are going to be trialing a 24-hour market starting, when did you say, Carlos, 2026?
Yeah, the second half, Bloomberg here, second half of 2026. So 24-hour, 5 days a week, pending regulatory approval. But this is the second time they're talking about it. And so yes, that's the plan. Next year, second half. 25 trading. So we'll see.
So
see how it goes.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, should be fun. Again, we've seen so many things happen. You guys remember 5 Centric? You guys remember that? I started trading around the time that was kind of like a trying to be a thing. So there were stocks that every tick it was a 5 cents, had to be 5 cents. It couldn't be just at a penny, and obviously the spread was brutal on some prices. So and that they started that fell apart. So you never know, they might start something that might not actually stick. One we didn't look at, friends, was Tesla, and of course we have to watch Tesla. It is a stock that's been again heavily in play, doing some new lows today. Brian called this like 6 days ago, 7 days ago. Tesla is going to go lower and lower, and it's doing that here, not respecting its 200 line and dropping some more. So on the list for sure. And then of course the other one that we have been watching every single day, which again, just look at the daily, look how much movement we're getting here, is Nvidia. So we'll add Nvidia to the list as well. Again, part of our usual suspects list. They're within that 2%, so they're not hitting the scanners, but again, just the volume is there, and they always are fun to watch. Let's get some levels in. AVGO, typically a stock that we don't trade, but they got some decent volume today. They are down 8%. Maybe today we can get some activity out of this. 204.37 is the high of the pre-market. 193.23 is the low of the pre-market. And then towards the bottom, we do have the highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. You also got the 200 moving average coming in on that as well, which is usually plays a really important part on the daily charts. Here we do have a level above the pre-market high, the 208.39, but the big one is here. This is the big level, and the reason why, because look how many days you have slamming into that. So the more slams you have against that, the better that and stronger that level is going to be. Like our likes, like the more likes you give us, the better and stronger we're going to feel here. So we appreciate those likes over on YouTube. It helps us a bunch. Let's go to Rigetti, right? Rigetti's next on here. And then this one has been getting a lot of support towards the bottom. We had a drop over the last couple of days, finding support here on 7,750. Had a great morning yesterday, then went sideways. But if it can give us another morning like that, another open like that, it can be really, really good. High of the pre-market this morning is 899. Above that, the nice big level on the daily is going to be this one, 1045. You clearly see here how much touches we have across the board starting from January to now. How many days have slammed into that level? So you definitely want to have that one there. And there's a minor level around 981. There's a couple of days opening and closing right at that number. So you want to have that down as well. Let's start over to POTR. POTR this morning. Again, I love this daily. I really, really do. I mean, let's just look at the support you're getting here right at the previous day close. Towards the bottom, low of the pre-market 78.90. You do have 3.9 million shares traded, going to 4 any second now. So the volume is there. Towards the top, you don't need to add anything. Even the high of the pre-market is slamming into the low from Wednesday, right? So Wednesday right here, that's your low. That's marked there for you, covering that pre-market high. Towards the bottom, right? Towards the bottom, below the low of the pre-market at the moment, we do have the big level here at 75.50. That's a nice one. And there's a midpoint level. I know you can, I can zoom in a little more for you guys. Right over here, midpoint level around 77.58. So again, not a major level, but there are some touches there I think it's worth having before we get to that big level at 75.50. That's the one that really it's got a lot of support and a lot of resistance around it. So could be a major level there. All right, Tesla continues to drop lower, my friends. We're down at almost 2% here, as low as 257.48 is the low of the session. If we head over to the left, we are going into November. This is post. If you think about it, I mean, I know it's bad, but if you think about it, Tesla has moved so much after the elections, right? Here that we're just right back to where we were in November. Like, it's really not that bad. I know it seems bad. Obviously, you're at 400, you're at 259, but it's not that bad. So you got to be careful with this one. This is going to be a lot of fun for weeks to come, this company. So we'll see where it goes. We'll keep watching it. 250.58 is the level there, and then below that, guys, we're looking at 239.81. And as I'm thinking about me saying it's not that bad, no, it is that bad if you bought at 400 and 460. So I'm sorry if you did. It is that bad. I don't want somebody looking at me like, what the heck is this guy talking about? No, it is that bad if you bought at 460. So apologies, and hopefully we can go and rescue you very soon here, if you're still in it. Let's go over to NVIDIA. NVIDIA, friends, again, it's been very jam-packed with action. Highs and lows for the last 2 trading days have you covered towards the top. There's no need for you to do anything up here. And then if we head below the previous day close, we're trying to find some support here on NVIDIA. If we keep going here to the left, we're looking at some good daily stuff here. We have 107.82, and then we also have 104.64. So 2 big levels towards the bottom in case we do head lower. But again, really trying hard to hold on to this 110-ish level and hopefully change directions. We'll see what the market does today. Peter, how are moderators doing today?
Yeah, let's take a look at our moderators. I've got their list right here, and we'll start with the usual in Avi, who's going to be trading the Magnificent 7 and AMD, and he's actually going to watch the market overall, as he usually does. This is pretty typical for him. Andrew, in early with his list, going to be watching Broadcom, Tesla, and NVIDIA. Phil's going to be watching NVIDIA, Apple, Tesla, BABA, and PLTR. I've got my usual list. I'll also be watching Microsoft, Apple, and Broadcom. Brendan watching Broadcom, Palantir, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Thor's keeping it tight, just watching Google and Tesla this morning, plus, of course, a couple of his futures contracts. I've got 2 IPOs to potentially let you know about. Yesterday, I had a whole list of IPOs, and they all hit. I was run off my feet keeping those, letting everybody know about those. So later day today. Brian is going to be watching Tesla, NVIDIA, PLTR, HPE, and The Spy. Lenny's going to be watching NVIDIA, Tesla, AVGO, and Hood. Paris is going to be also watching Broadcom, NVIDIA, Tesla, PLTR, and he's added BABA to his list. So you can see a lot of commonality. Everybody's going to be keeping an eye on AVGO this morning at Broadcom. Had earnings, as we pointed out, and it's sort of on the move this morning. So while it's gapped up, it is moving down pre-market here. So we'll see what happens with this at the open. Could be interesting. See if there's a trade opportunity for everybody who's watching it. Whatever you've picked to go on your list, trade smart. It is a Friday again, which means that you don't want that regret going into the weekend, as Carlos always reminds you. So whatever you do, be careful out there.
Absolutely. Fridays are specials. I know people want to say every day is the same. I think Fridays are specials. You got to trade well on Fridays. As we wait for Brian and Andrew to hop on in, and we'll hand it off to you guys over on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Somebody won the giveaway. I saw it on Instagram. So make sure, I think Andrew's going to be doing this. He'll let you know more information every week. Maybe I'm putting my foot in my mouth, I don't know, but I think he's gonna be doing this every week. So make sure you follow him on Instagram for these giveaways. So he's giving out VIP tickets. He's doing a bunch of stuff, which is nice. And Faris is doing an amazing job with his social media. All these videos, I love them. I love them. So you got to look at the back end, his setup, his system, and all that. So it's really nice. Definitely follow him. Bearable Traders over on YouTube is the tag. All right, let's see here. What else we have? I think we're covered AVGO, Rigetti, Spaghetti, POTR, Tesla, NVIDIA, and my secondary list is made of BABA. So that's what I have so far. And good comments, guys, on the 24-hour thing. Yeah, I think that though there won't be any big gap downs, right? Everything will just be trending. So it'll be sort of like a continuous line. So there won't be no big gap downs like at 4 a.m. when you join, when you open up your platform. Could be interesting. We'll see. Good morning, Brian. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good, my friend. We're good
You're
on this
great.
beautiful
For the
Friday.
weekend?
Oh yeah,
Ready
Ready
to-
for the weekend.
Yeah, ready to spring ahead on Sunday.
Oh, I forgot that we got a change in clocks. Yeah. So no, I'm not ready, but I will be.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that. We got to get rid of that thing. It's just
Yeah,
so,
Yeah, I
it does
know.
seem a little
drives my kids
little,
crazy, man. Yeah, just get rid of that crap. All right.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why we continue to
We have electricity,
move
people.
our clocks.
We have electricity.
I-
Turn
you
on your
know,
lights.
The reality is
Yeah.
nowadays, I think it's just because we can't get everybody to agree to change it, right? So it's just one of these things
Yeah,
where it'll cause more confusion for some to change it and some not to, and not everybody's willing to agree to change it. So it's just it's one of those things where if we could just get everybody in one room, right? Get all the liars in one place, as I used to like to say, and just,
Yeah.
come on, guys, let's be done with this. This is
Same
silly.
time.
Everybody agrees it's silly, but anyways. All right, we'll leave
Everybody
you
agrees
to
it's
it.
silly,
Trade
everybody agrees to
smart.
change it.
Yeah. And
Yes.
have a great trading day.
All right, guys. Take care.
Look at Andrew. Look at that view, guys. Come on. That view is pretty awesome. I know it's not even light out yet, but it's getting there.
You see the bird flying there?
What do
There
you
you go.
see?
It's a bird or a plane? That's a plane? I can't
It's a
tell.
bird, I think. That
Look
was a
pretty
bird.
big.
Now that'd be a bird.
Yeah.
I know he has
What's a
planes that
plane?
land there sometimes. The
Yeah.
seaplanes. Yeah, I've
All the
seen them a
time.
few
Yeah,
All
times.
day.
Yeah.
seaplanes, absolutely.
Yeah, all day. They come and go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sometimes.
Can we
once
see
in a
anything
while,
on his
they're boat.
monitors we're not supposed to?
I got a
Let's see.
big screen here. I could see he's on his boxers in the kitchen making coffee. So yeah,
Oh,
maybe let me take that off so people can see it there. Cut it out.
there you go. All right.
There you go.
On that note, all right. Have a good one, Brian.
On that note, yes, have a good one. Let's try to make it a good Friday. It's been a pretty good week overall. Yeah, so we had the jobs numbers come out. They were payroll numbers lower, I guess, than what people had expected. Kind of a mix. There was a pop at right when those were released, and then we just pulled right back. I guess initial idea was, oh, good, we'll get Fed rate cuts earlier, and then people kind of said, oh, wait, that means the economy is weakening. So, not really sure. We just
Good
don't know
morning,
how to take
everybody.
this. Good morning.
Good
Is good
morning.
news
So,
bad news, or is bad news good
yeah,
news?
we are bad in that regime. Good news, bad
Yeah,
news,
trying to
bad news,
figure out
good news.
exactly. So
Broadcom AVGO was gapping up yesterday a lot for the earning, but now it's selling off completely. So,
yeah, it's kind of
AVG,
interesting. It's been selling off. I don't know what the story is there, but um, people taking profits definitely. So don't see it very often. Could be what I call a lead balloon trade, which is if it does pop up at the open, just you can short it, use the VWAP as your area to short and to stop out.
yeah. So QQQ is trading below 200 moving average. It's very close to 10% correction territory. SPY is right at 200 moving average. I think SPY is down around 7% from all-time high. We lost all the post-election gains in all indexes. IWM is deep into bear environment. Tesla is down another 1.5%. Tesla could be a good trade as well. And of course, AVGI, which is AVGO Broadcom, is definitely in play today.
Yeah,
So I'm going to share my image.
we'll keep an eye on it. HPE was down quite a bit, but now they're coming back.
Well, the way that the AVGO is selling off, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes red today. Just look at that
Yeah.
drop.
Oh, look, it just took a huge drop. I think it heard you. Somebody heard you. Wow.
Yeah,
Just took a big drop. My God.
humanity.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah. So yeah, the
we
situation.
were talking we were talking about that phrase yesterday. Some people in the room actually knew where that came from because that was a famous quote. Ooh, look at this. Wow, AVGO still sinking. Now we're back at yesterday's high. It
Um,
is from a there is a it is in a movie too, but the original
Heidelberg.
original was from a historic event.
Powell. Yeah, so it seems that market really doesn't have any momentum. Like this back and forth on
Yeah,
tariff policy really
exactly.
scared
Yeah,
Wall Street.
yeah, could have been The Simpsons. No, it was from the Hindenburg. You're right.
Jared is
Wow,
adding HP.
popping up more. What else? AVGO bounced off yesterday's high. Yeah, they're really dumping on AVGO. Hmm.
Bitcoin is holding at 90,000, which is good. Surprisingly, Bitcoin didn't give all the post-election gains. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
The stocks
here we
did,
go.
but
Ding, ding, ding.
all right, ding, ding, ding. All right, let's see where the volume is. NVDA looks like it wants to go red. AVGO. Yeah, AVGO has also very nice volume.
Yeah,
Tesla. Let's see what the market is doing. Everything is red for now. VDA is trying to pop above the VWAP. Tesla squeezed above the VWAP. Tesla looks like it wants to go green. Yeah, Tesla looks
I
like it
am
wants to go
short
green.
AVGO. I took a short on that pop.
My DOS froze. Anyone else? DOS froze? Yeah.
Ooh. All right, here we go.
There's no trade for us. I changed my code server. Okay. All right. So I changed my code server. That's so Tesla looks like a 1 minute main range breakup. Market
I'm
looking at
just covering some AVGO at 187.50. I'm in at
yeah,
189, so
yeah. Tesla is gonna go green most likely. I
Q's and SPY are popping up a bit.
get some long on Tesla here, 262.34. Um, let's see if you can make a red to green move. I'm long directly Tesla, but you can go TSLL too.
Might have to
Same with
get stopped out of
NVDA.
the rest. This
NVIDIA
189 level, if might have to get
and
stopped out if we go above it. On the rest, it'll still be a green trade though, because I did take half off. All right, yeah, pretty volatile. I'm looking for another leg down here. It's really trying to AVGO is really trying to hold at yesterday's high.
I'm long Tesla at 262.20. I want to see if we get a red to green move on it.
Yeah, I hate taking a long at a PDC. See how it works out. Hopefully, it'll push through there.
Hopefully, so NVIDIA also had a strong open. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing for a long.
We're really trying to support AVGO at that 188 area. Okay, I'm going to get out of the rest.
All right, perfect.
I think it's
So I'm
going
going
to
to get
pop
some
up,
long on
and
NVIDIA as well, guys.
I
4060. I'm long
yeah,
NVIDIA as well. Yeah, I'm long NVIDIA as well. All right, Tesla is popping up 265. Let's see if Tesla can get to 265. NVIDIA, I'm long at 40.50. Same pattern is happening on NVIDIA. It's just holding the VWAPs, popping up. So I'm long both NVIDIA and Tesla. Tesla directly, NVIDIA through NVDL. Let's see if Tesla can go to 265. Let's see if SPY wants to green or not.
I think Wedbush came out and upgraded Tesla. I think they might have a whole bunch of shares that they want to get rid of. Speaking
Who did that?
facetiously, I think Wedbush.
Wedbush, yeah. All right, let's see if we can actually get another pop on them. SPY tries to go green. Q's went green.
Yeah, Spy's right at PDC. Yeah, I don't trust Tesla. Just
Yeah, I
me.
should have
That's
probably
me.
got.
See, look at AVGO this time rejected from the View app.
Okay, so SPY and Q's are
Okay, no, yeah, no position for me right now. Spy's popping. I still think AVGO is a short. Should have reshorted it.
All
Just
right,
I
let's see
didn't
if
have
NVIDIA
the greatest
today.
entry.
As you can see my entry on Tesla, same trade on NVDA. So we'll see if we can actually get the pop. NVDA is a little bit more jerky, but the market is now strong at least for first few minutes. Okay, we're gonna get the 265 on Tesla.
All right. See, look at AVGO. Damn.
Right, nice.
Yeah, if anyone had just held, if you had waited on that, if you had waited a little bit to catch it at the VWAP, would have been a really good place to go short. This is a classic lead balloon trade. Again, don't see them very often. You don't see a stock gapping up into the open on an event and then selling off and then opening below the VWAP. This is kind of a rare bird.
All right, I gotta stop that on NVIDIA, guys. NVIDIA, I gotta stop that on NVIDIA. NVIDIA has been super bad to trade these days. I partial some on Tesla 265.
Brian, can you share your screen in the room as you usually do?
Oh, yes, sorry. I shall. Just give me a minute here. Trying to figure out what to do with AVGO.
AVGO kind of lost the volume as well. I'm surprised there's not a lot of volume happening on AVGO. All right, so I'm long Tesla. NVIDIA is gonna go red actually. Really, nobody loves NVIDIA anymore.
This is what Tesla has done a lot in the past. Here we go. Just short again on AVGO. Let's just get this screen up here. Just covered some AVGO.
AVGO. So Tesla is still. Let's see if Tesla stopped me out or not at the break even. NVIDIA did an engulfing, bearish engulfing, wants to go red.
This could this could be a typical Friday. where we get some movement and then it kind of gets choppy. But
Apple looks strong.
we'll see what happens here.
Apple is strong, surprisingly.
So
All right. All right. Market is bouncing back, guys. Market is bouncing back. Definitely, there is some bottoming price action is happening on the market.
we got a lot of
I'm
Fed
getting another
speakers
long on
today,
NVIDIA, guys. I'm getting another long on NVIDIA at
including
40.40.
yeah, including Powell, who's speaking at some event where Bullsby and some other Fed speaker is. 12:30, I think he speaks. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's going to cause any volatility.
I'm back long on NVIDIA, guys. 40.40. NVIDIA is really looking good, strong. Adding a little bit more on NVIDIA at 40.89. NVIDIA looks like
I'm
really
long
wants to pop off.
PLTR on this bit of a breakout here. It's at 181.55.
Let's see, Isaac. Yeah, NVIDIA is the 5 minutes bearish engulfing didn't form and turned out to be actually a bullish pattern. So I'm long. Let's see if NVIDIA break off high of the day. NVIDIA is going to go through 41 if it does break. Oh, there you go. Beautiful.
There
Oh,
we go.
beauty. Beauty. Yes.
All right, here we go. PLTR, if you're in the
Very
PLTR
nice.
as well, breaking out.
Very nice.
Here we go.
Partialing on some NVDL, but it's going to go higher NVDL. Guys, I'm holding a bigger size than NVDL this time. Tesla is also might go higher. Market is now reaping, so that's good. There you go. That's what we wanted.
And there you go. I'm just selling some PLTR as well. 182.30.
Yeah, PLTR. Folks are trading PLTR. PLTR. Brendan said the PLTR was nice at the beginning. Oh yeah, PLTR was very nice too. Right. So I'm still long both
PLTR, I like.
NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Love the way PLTR set up. Like, look at that nice little breakout.
Yeah, NVIDIA is super nice. Let's see if NVIDIA is going to go through 113. Then I can, there you go. So I'm partialing out some here on NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to break to 113. Beautiful. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla R3 is possible. Like the market is now very strong. So all of them are going up at the same time.
Okay, I'm looking for 83 now on PLTR.
So yeah, PLTR is very nice move. Price action is very, very bullish on PLTR. Let's see if NVIDIA has more room on it to go. Let me look at the daily chart on NVIDIA, see what kind of levels we have. Yeah, 113.08 is a level that we go up, but if the market stays strong, NVIDIA might go all the way up to 114.15. Tesla. Yeah, it all depends on how the market is doing. I think both of them are really tracking market really strongly. Broadcom AVGO is bouncing back. Really looking forward to see if NVIDIA can make a bigger move. NVIDIA is going up now. There you go. So NVIDIA, perfect. So partialing out, guys. I have a big size on NVIDIA also. Partialing out more here. Qs are popping. SPYs popping. See what Tesla doing. I have a smaller size on Tesla now. It looks like the deep buying is in effect. Some people are buying the deep. Yeah, perfect. Did we lose Brian? He was a good man.
What's that?
Are you still here?
No, I don't think so. I'm still sitting in PLTR. I sold a little more while you were talking because I'm looking at it. Looks like it's kind of rolling over here. Also looking at Tesla. Tesla kind of looks toppy.
Yeah, Tesla does look
I did
like
a bit of a
topic.
short on Tesla as well.
All right, so Brian is trading against me. My average on Tesla is 262.40, so I get stopped out. If it comes down.
Here we go.
NVDA also.
I'm okay, there we go. So short Tesla, still long a little bit of PLTR. I'm not as hopeful that we're going to get to 83 as I initially was. Here we
I gotta
go.
stop out
Here
on
we go.
NVDA, guys. I gotta stop out on NVDA.
Just selling some puts here on Tesla, selling some of my puts. You guys know I trade. I like to trade options with Tesla. I'm trading
So I did get stopped out.
the two. I'm trading the 265 puts. Again, sticking close to the money on my strike selection. Okay, we bounced off the VWAP there, so I covered a lot of it. That was predictable.
I'm gonna add a little bit more on Tesla here, 265. I got to stop out on NVDA, but let's see if Tesla wants to do another break. My average is now, let's bring it to 263. Let's see if Tesla can do another high of the break of high of the day.
I feel like this 265 level there's sellers there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have the R3 at 266. So that would be nice if we can get it. Again, it really depends on the markets. I think both the SPY and NVIDIA are flirting with the same as market.
Seems to be a few more buyers in the market today. I'm getting out of the rest of my Tesla trade. Looks like it's going to break out here.
Yeah. NVIDIA looks like it wants to pop up as well. I'm going to get back into NVIDIA as well at 4107. Let's see if NVIDIA looks like it wants to test 113 again.
All right. PLTR through 83, baby.
Very nice.
Look at
All right,
this.
so
Nice.
all right, perfect. Tesla is going up, guys. Let's see Tesla at the R3 to 66.26, 24. Beautiful. One more time, one more push.
Okay, that's I kind of run out of shares on PLTR. So
Perfect, guys.
that's it.
NVIDIA is pushing higher too, guys. NVIDIA is now
I think
41.35.
NVIDIA.
I'm partialing NVIDIA as well, 41.35.
Yeah, NVIDIA looks good.
Finally, some not choppy price action on these two garbage stocks.
Mm,
So SPY is slowly climbing up, recovering. It's very nice. That's what we want. NVIDIA,
yeah.
I still have long NVIDIA. I want to see if NVIDIA is breaking above 113 or not. Come on, NVIDIA. Where do you want to go? There's no place better than up. Right, NVIDIA break of 113.
Yeah, you see what happened to Tesla? They just couldn't push it higher. They tried to, and there was some volume there, but not a lot of volume. Just could not push it higher.
All right, I'm getting out of NVIDIA. I'm all out of NVIDIA. Even though I think NVIDIA has more pop in it, but my entry wasn't great the second trade, so or the third trade on it. Tesla, my break even is at 263. So let's see if Tesla will stop me out or not. Then the problem is I don't want to go negative on them. So when they're passing my entry point, I want to get out of it. But Tesla, I have a better entry. I think it's still they're all both of them go up, but again, especially in Nvidia, I had a bad entry. Still reasonably profitable on Nvidia. Tesla, I hope that market stays strong. SPY, WM. Apple is super strong. Apple is up 1.6% in just 20 minutes. Yeah, Apple doesn't want to go down.
Apple's loving it today.
Yeah, see, Nvidia is holding strong. Yeah, so see, Nvidia is gonna go break a 5 today. Damn it, got out of my Nvidia. Anyone stay in Nvidia? Anyone in Nvidia? Rigetti or GTI? Quantum Rigetti. Beautiful trade. Nice. Yeah, NVIDIA is nice. I should have stayed in my NVIDIA. So see my chart on NVIDIA, I got out of it right at the break even. Now it's just moving. Yeah, market has momentum to the upside now. Deep buying is happening. So Excel must be up a lot. 4%. Yeah, the deep buying is in action.
Hmm.
Core. Yeah, IWM also tries to go back up a little bit. IWM got destroyed already. So Jared, what did you trade? RGTI? Phil, what did you trade? Phil trading options, very nice. Tesla. Yeah, it's all about the entry. Getting a really good entry is super important. Like Tesla, for example, my entry is now good. Even though it's a little bit choppy, I still have room for another break. NVIDIA, my entry wasn't really that great at 41, so that's why I got to stop out. But definitely the mojo of Tesla has gone. Like a lot of there was a Wall Street Journal article that about Elon Musk and how Wall Street is turning away from him.
Mm.
So he also had a bad day. His rocket exploded yesterday. So
Yeah, his rocket
it's
exploded yesterday.
yeah,
I
it's
guess that's all par for the course. I guess that other that lunar thing didn't work out very well either. The second intuitive machine
yeah, definitely a tough time.
lunar lander fell over on, or maybe is on its side again. Second one. That's not good.
Yeah, let's see the pattern on so market is slowly grinding up. Um, um, Obviously, Tesla is not having the momentum of the rest of the market, but it still is holding above the VWAP. The pattern is still semi-bullish. I have a little bit of share on that. NVIDIA was a really good one. NVIDIA is super. I actually really enjoy trading at TSLL and NVIDIA. They're super volatile. So see, I did 3 trades on them. The last one I should have held more. 41 to 4160, 4170. This is a really good move that you can get for day trading. Again, don't get fooled by the numbers. This 41 to 42 is a really good move that you can get intraday in 5-10 minutes. Yeah, PLTR was also super nice at the open. Very nice
Yeah,
ABCD pattern above
PLTR
the
was
VWAP.
nice.
So these are very bullish pattern. Yeah, Brian, you took it.
I'm short. I'm short Tesla again.
Shame on you. Um,
Again, using 265 calls in at 405, selling some here at 460.
Shame on you, Brian.
Diddly doodly.
Right, Tesla's coming back to my break-even point. I'm getting stopped out completely on it. I'm all out of Tesla. So I don't have
Going for
any day trading position,
$5.
guys.
Just covering some more here. We're down to the VWAP. This again, where we might bounce. Selling more at 480.
Mid cap, Apple, back to biggest company.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh, SPY rolled over. That was actually an area I had flagged in the pre-market, sort of that 576 area. That was sort of that wiki high. Same with the Qs. 492 was kind of a pre-market high. All right, getting $5 here. 505. Sold some more.
Eamon is looking at the roadblocks, RBLX. Why? Like this.
Yeah, I don't see it on any of the scanners.
SMCI also moved up very nicely. AVGO. Yeah, AVGO turned out to be super garbage. When the stocks that are in play, they drop too much or they go up too much in the pre-market, they usually turn out to be super weird trades.
Still short a little bit of Tesla. left, still have some puts left. Looks like it lost the VWAP there. It's gone red on the day.
So
If you kind of want to understand why I went long on this, it was basically this sort of what Jared likes to call a Pearson fail. So we kind of came up here to this 265.50, 266 area, pulled back. That was actually my first short. And then it tried to break out and immediately pulled back. And then we kind of hovered around this 265 area. And every time it tried to push higher, just got pushed back down again. Then we made a lower high on that last push. And I thought, okay, there's sellers and the people that are trying to push it higher. I thought that was my indication that they were giving up. Buyers were giving out. Sellers are there. Ooh, here we go. $6 on these now. I'll cover some more. I'm running out of puts, unfortunately. Thor, my man, are you in Tesla too? You short Tesla? Another Hindenburg drop, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
market is
nice,
rolling over.
nice. My man, Thor. Book
So
map
what
on
what did
NVIDIA. I
Thor
can
do?
show you. He was short Apple and he shorted Tesla as well. This was actually this is a Thor trade. I know he's going to talk about it later in the room. But this is a Thor trade that Pearson fail candle came right to this R3 level, and Thor loves to trade rejections off R3 and R4. Sorry if I'm talking your book here, buddy. Talking your trade book. Yeah, I didn't look at it that way. I was kind of looking at it more on the book map side of things. Yeah, free advertising. Yeah, Q's bounced right off PDC. Same with the SPY. Man, those were nice bounces. It was and PLTR bounced right off VWAP.
So let's see what NVIDIA is
Nvidia's
doing in the market.
yeah, it's right at VWAP right now. You can see it kind of holding there.
So I'm trying to, I mean, I'm pretty good for the day. I had two trades, $25,000. I don't know if I want to take another trade. Something is telling me that I should. Um,
Ooh, GDX is really ripping, eh? What's gold doing
Gold.
today? Careful with Nvidia if it doesn't start to move back up here, then the VWAP pierce is going to happen here. It's going to drop. VWAP Tesla or Nvidia's at a sort of a crucial level here. It's either going to bounce here or it's gonna drop.
We'll take a nice short in Tesla.
It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. That's my prediction. I can't be wrong. Nice. shorted Tesla with me. Awesome, awesome. Tammy, hopefully you took that trade as well there on YouTube.
I'm gonna get another long on NVIDIA at 4092. See,
Yeah,
good fill. Gonna
that
get a long
that
on
run
NVIDIA.
through six was a yeah. NVIDIA looks interesting for a bounce here. I think it's going to bounce. There you go.
Market Qs are bouncing, SPY's bouncing. Like I'll take the NVIDIA long again here. Average
Yeah,
4090.
I think that looks like a good trade. You have my approval.
Yeah, well, the question is target. The stop loss would be below 4060, but the target, let's see if you can actually go at least near the high of the day. High slowly grinding up. High WM slowly grinding up. Serious correction that we had on the indexes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it seems that the market really doesn't move much with job numbers and ISM and anything. I think it's the only thing that really seems that the Wall Street really looking at is just a trade war. It doesn't seem that even job market changes that market anymore. Like it seems that everybody knows kind of the Feds what going to do. So everything is just about now the policies of the White House. Because I was expecting to have more volatility because of the job numbers, but it doesn't seem like it. It's all about the
I think
uncertainty toward.
everybody, yeah, I think, when you look at you look at the layoffs that are happening in the government and even some private sector companies are laying people off. Now HPE mounts their um, laying people off. Meta is announcing they're laying people off. What is it? The lower 10% or people performing. So I'm not surprised that sort of I think we're going to get a series of lower, um, job payroll increases, that kind of stuff. More higher unemployment is going to happen, which you could argue is good for lower interest rates if you were cynical. Because if unemployment goes up, then economy weakens, and the Fed will cut rates.
All right, so NVIDIA looks like has the potential to go back up. SPY is trying to hold the VWAP. Again, I'm back long on NVIDIA, guys, at 4090. And move toward the high of the day, make me a rich percent.
Big order at 113.50.
Yeah, on NVIDIA, it's true.
Yes.
NVIDIA somehow lost the momentum of being a gorgeous, like the biggest company in the world dropped 50% in 3 weeks. Welcome to the new world.
Yeah. Welcome to volatility. It's good. So no positions for me now. I'm just sitting here. I'm kind of watching the SPY. Just wondering if what we're gonna do here. We might be kind of settling into a range or a level.
Looks like the market's super range bound now.
Yeah.
NVIDIA. Right, guys. We did also the Instagram giveaway. I think the winner was Ali Behrainwala. Congratulations if you are in the chat or in YouTube for a one-to-one mentorship with myself. We're going to do that
Nice.
weekly on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, make sure guys you follow me. Let's see where we're going to get. I'm still long on NVIDIA. Hopefully, if the market holds, the VWAP slowly grinding up. That was a good trading day. I mean, day trading was really good. Happy on my Tesla trade. Tesla is now looks like it wants to go up. NVIDIA was nice.
Yeah, I'm
NVIDIA
happy
was low.
with my day. Couple of nice nice short plays on Tesla, especially that last one.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy too as well. Like
Yeah,
NVIDIA.
PLTR was a nice long on that breakout.
Let's see if this last NVIDIA trade is going to go higher or not. I'm long through NVIDIA. Farhad, no, I don't have any mentorship one-to-one. I just don't have time anymore. I used to do it, but now all of our mentorships are geared toward peak capital. So I think really peak capital is a really good value for mentorship, working with Carlos, Peter, Lenny, Eamon, Megan, John, and Mike, and Susan. And of course, if you come to Vancouver, guys, I credit your expenses to Vancouver for a boot camp. So essentially, you can join our Vancouver event for free if you attend one of our boot camps this year. And a lot of people are saying positive things about boot camp. You can actually ask people in the chat room about their motivation. But again, boot camp is like a gym membership. If you sign up, you have to do the work. You have to show up. You have to journal your trades. You have to build your trade book. You have to have that discipline. We help you, but it's not really a secret sauce or secret video or secret webinar that can change your life immediately. So it's all about so see, Cavalier Capital says currently in bootcamp, lots of work, but very, very rewarding. So I think it's a very, very useful for things, and it's a very good value for the amount of time that you spend with those folks. I think like 2,900, I think is really, really
good. Yeah, I mean the mentorship, what people charge is pretty high, and the Peak Capital program is, when you look at it from a perspective of how much you might end up paying for one-on-one, I think you get way better value with Peak. But it just depends on you, of course, how you like to learn. If you like one-on-one, then maybe that's the route to go. AVGO. I'm just looking at AVGO. Someone asked in the room about AVGO. It looks like a decent short. I mean, it's right now it's sitting at a level. This is yesterday's high. And this is also, we tried to drop below it a few times and came back right back up. So I'm not saying, I'm not thinking it's an A+ setup anyway, but it does look weak.
There's no best one in the boot camp. Like people have different trading style, so you have to look at see which trading style actually fits your personality and matches you or your risk appetite. Like I trade completely different from Peter or Thor. Like Brian and I kind of momentum traders, quick trades in the open. You have to look at which one, which strategy actually fits better with your style?
I'm tempted to go short Tesla again.
Yeah, market is rolling over. It's gonna go red. Seems like it.
Do I want to take another trade today? I don't know. Yeah, SPY's coming back down to PDC, so be looking for maybe a bounce back. PLTR. PLTR did a nice rejection of R3. That could have been another. That would have been another trade that Thor would like to do. Yeah, I mean, all of our traders, bring, sort of a different approach to trading. So, you have to try to figure out what kind of your trading style is. Do you like momentum trading in the morning? Um, are you prepared to have one or two trade books and just wait? Um, Similar to what like Peter or Mike do. I mean, yeah, I haven't taken that Tesla short, but now I'm wishing I had.
Yeah, the market is rolling over again. SPY went red. No buyer in the market.
Yeah,
The
I think
fun time
that's
is over.
it's just yeah, it's a bit of a buyer's strike. The markets don't like uncertainty and this tariff stuff for on again, off again, delayed for another month. I mean, maybe it's sort of a negotiating style, but it's not what the market likes anyway. And that's what we're most concerned about. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can. Eamon
definitely.
does a
So
lot of one-on-ones. I'm like Andrew. I just don't have the time.
GV is crazy. Visionary holding. This one is really running up. This is crazy. Wow. GV. It's the
You
float on
know, it,
GV. 1.6 million, huh? It's pretty tricky.
oh, is this one of these the low floats?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, SPY went red. Watch, it'll bounce back here.
Yeah, be careful of GV, guys. This is super volatile. So spread is also really high on it, 5, 6, 7 cents. This can be super dangerous. My
Let's
NVDL,
see
yeah,
what
I think
GV's.
I
Oh
need to
yeah,
get
look
out.
at it. That's funny.
It's bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a stop out on NVIDIA.
Yeah,
Um,
Spy has lost the View app now.
NVIDIA has any momentum to the upside. Nothing has any momentum to the upside.
Yeah, look at this GV thing just tanked, and it looks like it's going to maybe
Altered, huh?
halt here. Yeah, yeah, there you go, a halt. Those are the halts you don't want to be stuck in. The ones where you've had a big red candle.
Yeah, it's a huge drop. Yeah, be careful.
Ah, crap. See, I could have taken another Tesla short there. Oh well. PLTR just lost a VWAP.
Is it the open? Being sold off on it. See what the NVIDIA is
Dogwood.
doing. I haven't stopped out on NVIDIA yet. Maybe I should now. Yeah, it doesn't look like the market wants to really go anywhere.
We're back at PDC on SPY and the Qs. This Dogwood DWTX is moving. mRNA keeps popping up on the scanner too.
China tariff. What is there any announcement about China?
Didn't see anything unless it's fairly recent. Google's still green. Yeah, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Apple's green.
Apple was very
AMD and
strong at the open.
Nvidia are green.
Apple was super strong at the open.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, AAPU is the 2 times leverage of Apple. I've traded in the past AAPU. So NVIDIA is really going down. It's trying to see what it does.
They were bouncing back a bit here.
I'm going to add a little bit on NVIDIA here at 4040. Bringing my average to 4070. Although, damn it. Let's see what the market is doing here. I'm long NVIDIA, actually.
I'm not liking the setup on that.
Yeah, no, it's a horrible setup, actually, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I mean, it just put in a high and then a lower high.
I took that trade. I don't know.
We got a number of orders now around 111. Some bigger orders at 110.50, and then a big institutional order at 110, which would be yesterday's low, and the stock went out pretty close to yesterday's low too. Another higher low.
Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA is not working really. I'm getting a stop there on NVIDIA, guys. All right, give all the profit back. Just stop trading.
Yeah, I should just stop trading. I'm trying not to take any more trades.
Yeah.
Unless I see something that I really like.
Yeah,
but
Ross,
you can see here on Bookmap, we kind of made a double top here in a downtrend, couldn't push higher. Then these ABCD patterns, so you see higher low or a lower high, I should be saying, sorry, lower high, and then it tried to push again, couldn't even get above this high, so a lower high, came down. So getting a bit of a bounce now, but there's some orders here.
Yeah, it was a good trading day at the open. The volatility was really good, but kind of died down. Like, yeah. So I see Nvidia was
Yeah, typical. Yeah, kind of a typical Friday too. I mean, this is the way Fridays have been going. We get this nice volume at the open, but then things really start to quieten down.
Tesla looks like it wants to go back up high. Tesla looks like it wants to go back to the high of the day. Yeah, see Nvidia will bounce back to my break-even point. I knew Nvidia was not gonna go through red, but the pressure of over trading. Maybe I have to stop trading in life. Maybe it's over. I lost the mojo. Mara, Bitcoin back to 90,000.
Yeah, Bitcoin's
Prices give me 50
having some
push up.
challenges. Yeah, PLTR. That was a rejection, SPY rejection at the VWAP from the underside. So coming up to the VWAP, the immediate rejection there. Same with the Qs. Yeah, we're just again, we're just choppy, choppy, choppy. Just watch your levels, basically.
Yeah, so SPY and Qs, both of them are trying to stay not very red.
No, it doesn't seem like there's certainly no panic selling. It just seems like it's more no aggressive buying. I guess people just don't feel like there's any reason to get too take new positions. We'll see how the day goes out. It'll be interesting to see when I've been watching around lunchtime to see what mood the traders are in and the machines are in after lunch or after the machines get their daily oiling.
Dave from Connecticut, are you coming to Vancouver, buddy? You've never come to Vancouver. Dave from Connecticut is also one of the very earliest members that we had. Met him in Boston, like back in 2018, I think. Are you coming to Vancouver?
Well, AVGO actually was pretty much what I expected. I mean, it dropped a bit. It popped up at the open, which is what I expected. I took a short. Didn't quite get to the VWAP. I feel like it almost like it needed to get to the VWAP before people really started selling. So it kind of did that initial drop, then came up to the VWAP, and then did a second drop, which is, if my entry had been better on that first pop, I probably would have held. But that, I mean, if you were waiting on that stock to hit the VWAP, that would have been a pretty decent rising double trade. Now we're sort of sitting at a level where it seems like a 185 maybe support. I don't know.
All right, so NVIDIA is selling off.
Losing it now.
There could be a, yeah, NVIDIA is really selling out. There could be a reversal trade at around 110 on NVIDIA. Um, Tesla holding also 261, 260 level. So now there it could be a case for NVIDIA reversal at the previous day close. I think probably I'm going to go through NVDL if I want to trade it. Looking at NVDA, so 110 is a level, which is the yesterday low. What a beautiful drop everywhere. What a beautiful, everything is collapsed. I love that. It was so amazing. What time is it? 10:30. Spike Qs.
Tesla's coming back down to yesterday's low now. See, I knew I should have shorted it. Should have done one more. Should have done one more trade.
Right, NVIDIA is
Oh
going to go
well.
red. Tesla is also going down. Right now that the hell is breaking loose again. Let's see. I'm taking a potentially reversal on NVIDIA. Let's see if it goes red. If it breaks down to 110, I'm taking a long on NVDL.
It's right, and it's right, terrible. Oh, I get out of the way, please. It's the paint and it's falling on the going fast. This is terrible. This
What
is
is
the one of
that?
the worst disasters in the world. Get over it. The thing,
What
honey,
is that?
all 500 feet in the sky in it. It's a
Brian,
horrific thing.
what is Brian? Somebody mute Brian, please. The humanity. Brian, stop watching porn. NVIDIA is selling off, guys. All right,
So,
so what was
I'm
that,
just looking
Brian?
at Tesla. The humanity with Tesla.
It's selling off. Brian, okay, so market is really rolling over very heavily. Oh, see, NVIDIA is destroying. What happened? Is there news?
You stepped
Oh,
away
oh,
from their computer there, thinking everybody decided to sell.
wow. Look at
Damn,
that.
damn! I should have shorted Tesla again.
NVIDIA is really dropping
Oh,
significantly. I was going to take a
the
reversal on it,
human,
but this one is super serious. Is there a news on it? This looks like a news type thing.
the humanity. Oh my God!
This volume on NVIDIA is crazy. This is like
Ah, yeah,
like
some
is
of
the
our
currency
traders
market
are.
changing? Yeah, I don't see a lot of craziness in the currency market, so it might not be in the.
Oh, is Powell talking? No, Powell doesn't talk till 12:30. Which, but there's some other Fed speakers that are talking before him. So I don't know,
So
maybe
NVIDIA, I wanted to take a reversal on NVIDIA here, but this one is a little bit now still super weak.
wow, Nvidia just lost yesterday's close and yesterday's low, just like that. It's the human. Oh my God, the humanity.
The humanity, huh? Happy to $43,000. Wow. Somebody stop Abby. All right, I think I'm not going to take reversal on NVIDIA until we get to S3. Abby, nice. Abby's killing it on options on Meta and Tesla. They're amazing, killing it, huh? Yeah. So there seems that Wall Street is really panicking on everything. So the next level on SPY would be 568, which is a very important level back in November, just the low of the pre-election. That could be something.
Nvidia just filled the big order at 110 that I had mentioned earlier, where it was sitting. Got some might bounce here. The SPY has gone below yesterday's low. Same with the Qs.
VDA looks like it really broke a very important level here. Let's see what it's going to do. I'm still looking at potentially a reversal on NVDA. Let's see how far it's going to go.
And you might get a bounce.
I was thinking of potentially S3 at 108.90, but it might not get there. Let me see. It looks like it's yeah, it may not really get there, but I'm looking at it. NVDA. I'm looking at NVDA, but I'm gonna trade NVDL. Yeah, okay. So now here another one, 109.50. Yeah, there's big bid down there. So those important levels. You mentioned that these levels on Bookmap at 110. I didn't take you seriously, Brian.
Okay. I know it's hard to take me seriously sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long on NVDL now at 39.38. I'm gonna take a long on it and see if it actually holds the double bottom here on NVDL 39.39. What did you trade, Phil? Yeah, very nice trending on Tesla is also going down. If NVIDIA is
Tesla's
testing
been
the low
doing
of the
this,
day.
Tesla's been popping up in the morning, and I think people seem to feel like he's still got these fans that want to buy his stock. But then the sellers, there's some serious selling going on with Tesla. As I keep saying, I don't see a reason to own Tesla now in any kind of long-term account.
It's getting a little bit difficult to be a fan of Tesla these days. I'm adding more on NVIDIA, guys, at 39.25. Let's see if we can actually hold this bottom. If I get a stopped out, then S3 on Tesla on NVIDIA is at 109.
It does look interesting. It's trying to hold this level.
User heading lower. It's just volatility is no joke, really. Yeah, Tesla also heading lower. Well, it was fun while it lasted, that's for sure. So NVIDIA, guys, I haven't positioned an NVIDIA, fairly very big size. Let's see if I can actually move on to back to previous day close. If it got stop me out, my stop loss would be low of the day on NVDA. It looks like now it's popping up. If I do get a stop down on it, then I'll look at NVDA reversal at S3. Okay, now it looks like a bottoming price action on NVDA. Beauty, beauty. See what it does in this candlestick. This candlestick might close green, and then what would be the next one? Still got to be very careful on these ones because these drops usually follow through.
Yeah, well, picking a bottom can be challenging sometimes.
It's like PLTR is going to go red as well. So still seems that there is some blood left in the market. Still long on NVDL. Adding a little bit more on NVDL at 39.24. See if we are forming a double bottom here or not. SPY is getting very close to 568.20. It's really blood in the streets.
Yeah.
39.11. See if NVIDIA is holding this 110 level or not. Again, if it loses that, 109 would be a very nice level. SPY is really getting through 568. SPY could be a really good buy at 568. I might sell some of my bonds and buy some SPY at 568. Right, I'm getting out of my NDDL at 38.97. I get a stop out on it. It looks like, let's see what's going to happen. Looks like NVIDIA might go to VDL. Yeah, it looks like NVIDIA is holding. I'm going to get back on NVDL, 39.34. I'm going to add the same size that I had because NVDL seems that it wants to hold. I'm going to add back on NVDL, same size that I had, 39.27, 39.21, because it looks like NVIDIA wants to hold this. I don't want to miss it.
Qs are bouncing, SPY's bouncing a bit here after that sell-off. Yeah, back to 570 on the SPY might be a good place to go short.
So Nvidia is popping up now. That's what I like to hope. Get. All right, that's perfect. Yeah, let's see if Nvidia can go green. There you go. Now I might actually make all the losses back, guys. Go, go, go. Again, guys, looking at Nvidia.
Okay,
Excellent,
989 on
perfect.
the 2-minute
Popping up
charts.
very nicely. All right, perfect. 39.85. Now I'm partialing on some NVDL, guys. Nice. Yeah, I bounced back very nicely from 568, guys. Now I have a big size on NVDL, guys. I also sold some of my VOO position. I bought some SPXL and TQQ. Sold 10% of my VOO position. And I bought some SPXL and TQQ. I think it's a good area too. Yeah. Yeah. If you remember, guys, I had a VO position. I sold 1,000 shares for $112,000 profit. I bought some SPXL and TQQ. I think it's a good time to switch it to a leverage product now on the SPY. It's a very good correction on Qs and SPY. Yeah, I sold some of my ZAC as VO investment. So I bought some TQQ and SPXL. I think it's a good place to have some leverage on a SPY. I don't think it's the bottom 100%, but I think it's a very good correction. Like Q's almost 10% down from the highs. SPY is I think 7-8%. I think it's a good place to have a little bit of a leverage on it. Like it's pretty really oversold in the short-term condition, and I don't think world is ending in a way that Wall Street is panicking. It might be a bad trade, but
I shorted a bit of Tesla. I shorted it at the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart. I was gonna do the SPY or the Qs, but they kind of popped through there. So anyway, we're coming back down on Tesla. So just gonna cover those puts.
let's see what the SPXL doing. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing. Again, I'm still long NVIDIA, guys. A big position on it. Let's see. My average is at 39.30. Sold some at near 39.90. Let's see what's gonna do. Right, so NVIDIA is popping up. Come on, nice. Partialing out some
Yeah,
NVIDIA
I'm
guys.
out.
Now it's a profit.
Got out of Tesla. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh,
What the heck? Oh, what
yes.
the
I
heck?
don't know what was it, but that's what we want.
What
Yes.
happened?
God bless
God,
United
did I
States
ever
of
get out?
America.
Did I ever get out of Tesla at the right time? Holy cow.
Didn't I sell my VO right at the best time and bought some SPXL and TQQ?
I don't know what was that.
I don't know what
That must
happened
have
was
been.
that. Was God wanted this to us.
It's got to be something that one of the Fed heads said. I would think, unless something came out of the White House.
Putin is agreed to Putin
Putin
is ready
agreed to
to
something.
do something. God bless Putin as well. Anyone that pushes the market, God bless. Oh my God, what a trade on NVIDIA. Isn't amazing? What a trade. Did anyone take NVIDIA with me? If this is not the best trading live ever, then show me the best trading live ever. Really amazing. Wow, nice. Amazing. Oh, it's so much money on that. So hopefully the TQQ and SPXL can go a little bit out. IWM also popped back up really nice, whatever it was. What this Benzinga Charlie says. Let's go click on the Benzinga.
Look at how the market rejected, or at least pulled back again after that pop. Interesting. These pops are always these violent pops are always get selling right after them. Now we'll see what the market does with whatever news that was.
World is coming to an order. Trump.
Hmm. Crazy.
Let's see if it's actually standing.
Man, oh man, Reddit is I've been watching that one. I've just been thinking it might be a good buy, but on its pullback. But man, it cannot find a bottom. It's getting smoked again today.
Yeah, nice. Brian, are you coming? Brian L, are you coming to Vancouver? Yeah, nice. Yeah, it would be really, really good, fun. Crude is for. Oh, awesome! Thanks for coming, Brian.
Now
Nice.
I'll be there.
Nice.
There's no ghost in your apartment today.
No, there's no ghost. Only losses. Only losses. I'm still long NVDL, guys. Still big size on NVDL. I want to see if NVDL actually can go
Share
a little bit
hotkeys for
higher.
options? I don't know. I don't know if anybody has hotkeys for options.
Really?
I could be
I
wrong.
mean, one of the reasons that I don't trade
Okay.
options are a little bit tricky to, very difficult to trade on this. Um, Very difficult to trade
Okay.
options on hotkeys. Like I need to get in and out fast. All right, NVDA
Okay.
is
Well,
trying to.
Phil says he does. Okay. Cool. Cool beans. Well, we gave back a lot of that pop. but it just shows you how crazy the market is. And unpredictable too, because there was no just news by the looks of it, news coming out of the White House.
Yeah, that looks like how oversold the market is. That's a very good news can make the people really rally to buy. All right, Nvidia is coming back up to VWAP, guys. I have a very big size in Nvidia also. Selling some more at 40.42. Again, looking at the price action of Nvidia, it was a super nice bounce, double bottom. I got to stop that once, and then I got back at it. Yeah, I think honestly, this war in Ukraine got to stop, man. It's been 3 years. Like, gotta agree. Like, I think Putin is also super exhausted of this. Really, it's time for
I
the war
think
to move on from
he
this.
thought it was going to be like a one and done deal.
Yeah, I thought it would be 3 days, and it didn't. And I think
Yeah,
Putin is also super. I think he was so want to be recognized in the world, and now he doesn't. He's not able to travel. He has, arrest order, and I think it does
yeah.
bother him. One of the things that he really wanted is the respect in the world, like American president, and then he didn't get that, and now it's even worse now.
I think he just wanted to re-expand the Russian Empire, like the old Soviet Union.
I mean, that's the narrative, but I don't know how logical. I mean, like Poland and Finland, and they were all part of Russia. I don't think he wants to get all of those. Um,
Sure,
I think those regions are
if you were a
really
dictator,
disputed, yeah. But anyways, like let's not
if
talk
you were a
about it. Like the
dictator, that's what
biggest,
you would want.
best politicians in the world and diplomats in the world are working on it. Like, let's make our money here.
Because for him, it's not
Yeah,
about the money. The guy's one of the richest men in the world, right?
yeah. Putin is definitely one of the richest, and maybe supreme leader of Iran too. Like these are like their wealth are not
Might
measured
even be
in.
richer than Musk.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they are. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure they are. Like there's nobody can find how much they have. So
Yeah.
all right, let's see if Nvidia has any room in it to pop. But definitely a SPY showed that 568 is a very important level. So if you go to SPY daily chart, um, here back in November 1st, you see the couple of really big nice bounces from area. So that is a level. That's why I sold some of my VO and switched to SPXL because it looks like this level might hold very nicely. I don't think necessarily the bottom is in there. It is impossible to get the bottom, but I think now there might be a little bit more. There is a trade definitely here in terms of risk to reward. If SPY pulls back a couple of percent, then this position would give me really good profit. What time is it? 10:57. We're gonna hand it over to our buddy Avi and Thor and Paris. For me, it turned out to be a really good trade. I'm up a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of settle back down again.
Is there any question, guys? Let's get some questions from the chat room until we'll see what the market is doing. I'm long NVDL still. See if I can actually go above the VWAP. My average on NVDL is 39.32. I have a big size still in there, so I want to see if I can actually go through 41. My P&L today is $166,000, but a lot of it, actually $112,000 from my VO position that I sold. and I switch to SPXL. So if I take profit on SPXL, then I buy it back. Monetary policy. Is there any question, guys, from the chat room? Let's get some questions in the chat room for a few minutes, and then
YouTube as well. Don't see anything. Someone's mentioning maybe Trump's going to speak at 11. That could, depending on what he says, could provide some pretty significant moves in the market. So just be aware if he is going to go out and speak.
So Marla, my average position is about $1 million worth of stocks. So it's based on buying power. So depending on is it Tesla, NVIDIA, or NVIDIA, the different share size that I'm getting. But the average buying power position is about $1 million. Zach, no, I'm not really investing in real estate anymore. So I have 4, and I don't plan to add anything in there. I don't think real estate in Canada with these prices, with this rent, and a sluggish economy, I don't think is really adding more real estate portfolio. I think it's not good. I mean, if they're primary resident or maybe one rental is okay, but as an investment, as soon as I finish my divorce, I might actually give all those properties to my ex and just stay liquid. I don't want to buy anything. I don't want to buy anything in Whistler. I don't want to buy a vacation home in Tulum. Nothing. Financial market is the best investing that you can get. If you know how not to blow up, which I think by now I should get a good idea about it.
You should buy a big yacht, because you got like right down, the harbor is right down there. You can park it. You can look down on it.
It's if I was living in Dubai or Miami or Florida, maybe, but it's cold here, and I'm not really an ocean person. I like to live near the ocean, near the water, but I'm not really into being into that. So the leverage products that we are using there's so many of the leverage products. Okta is asking about it. For Tesla and NVIDIA, I use TSLL and NVIDIA, which is 2 times leverage. For markets, I use SPXL and TQQ. TQQQ, there's actually 3Q. These are the 3 times leverage of the market, and TNA. There is a lot for bonds, like I know TMF is, I think, the leverage of bonds. So there's so many. If anything that you want, there's a leverage product for that. So Mel, my stop losses are all, I'm holding the stop losses. I'm not really putting any hard stop. For my style of trading, I trade really fast. So no, I don't put any hard stop. But if you trade, like, for example, Thor, which is more like a trend trading and it's a range bound trading, you can easily put stop loss because it's also a little bit, less fast paced trading. No, the funded account, you can't trade futures on them. It's only the equities. You can trade the options on that. We have the full option program. But again, if you want to become a trader, you need to learn the basics of trading on this, and then you switch on that. Because the funded program is really designed for learning how to trade. It's not really designed as a prop firm to take money out of it. All right, so
Okay,
I'm going to hand it over to
Yep.
our buddy. So this is my P&L for the day. I'm going to hand it over to Paris and Avi. So get some water in, take a shower, sober up, wake up.
All right. Have a good rest of the morning, everybody. Hope we had some pretty decent trading opportunities. So pretty happy with the way things turned out today, and I hope everyone else had a good day as well. So we don't talk to you. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, Sunday morning, turn those clocks ahead. We're going to lose an hour, and see you on Monday.
All right, excellent, guys. So over on YouTube, we're going to disconnect from the chat room. Just give me 1 second. Thor will be in the chat room, and then we're going to continue on YouTube here. Okay, so YouTube, give me a second. We're trying to get Avi. It seems like our Zoom is having a little bit of connection problems, but we're working it right now. So just give us 1 second. So we try to figure this out. I'm going to disconnect this and we'll connect again. All right, so let's make sure we got everything set here. So far, I hope you guys had a great day today. Very wild action. And let's see here, paste link. Okay, that shows good. All right, we'll connect again and try to get our guys in here. Okay, all right, I see Avi's connected. Hey Avi, can you hear me? Let's see here. All right, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I cannot hear you. All right, let's do this. We'll reset everything here, guys. We'll get these guys on one way or the other. We'll make it happen. Let's try one more thing here. Try to get them to join a different way. And let's see. Okay, let's make sure they got the right link. They do. Alright, let's see this thing here. We'll disconnect and connect again and try to get our boys on. So we're going to connect. Okay, I see Paris joined, so that's good. Hey Paris, can you hear me? I see you're connected, but I cannot see your screen or your camera. But I see you're on, my friend. Paris is texting. Yes, we are on YouTube, but I don't see your camera, Paris. If you could turn that on and share, because everything on mine looks good, but both of you guys are not connecting for some reason. Let's see here. So the link is good. Yeah, link is good. Actually, you know what? Let me try one more thing. I'm going to try log into our link and see why they're having issues. So I'm just going to go right into the Zoom link myself and see what's going on. Avi says he is awake. He's texting in chat. All right, Avi, I'm going to log into the Zoom link to see what the issue is here. All right, so I see. Oh, you guys in the Zoom link. Are you guys as hosts? I want to make you guys hosts. Are you able to be hosts or no? Let's see here. Participants. We'll get our guys in here. Let's see. Chat. If I click on Avi's name, he's good. Let's click on settings. Just trying to see why we're not getting their screen connections here into our software. So just bear with us, guys. We'll figure this out. see. No, everything looks good here. I have no idea why we're not able to see you guys, but I see you on Zoom. But I don't see you here in vMix for whatever reason, and I cannot tell why. We'll keep checking one more thing here. Yep, you guys are connected. Let's do this, guys. I'm gonna disconnect from this one. I'm gonna do a brand new link. I don't know what happened with that one. We'll do a brand new one. I'll Skype you guys. Not Skype you, sorry, Telegram you guys right now. So we'll do a brand new link. I'm gonna end this meeting. So we'll delete this one, delete this here, and we'll create a brand new meeting. And let's see if that will work. It's not good. Zoom is letting us down, and we got a pro subscription with these guys. That was not cheap. They better get this figured out. We want them so high. Oh, we're gonna get them. We'll get them. Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them. I want to see how they trade. I want to see what they traded, how they did. We'll get all that good stuff. So I'm gonna send them a brand new link here. Let's make sure everything is set the way it's supposed to be, and everything here looks good. Okay. All right. So new link coming up right now for these guys. We'll send it to Avi. If you guys can hear me, don't connect yet. Avi and Paris, I send you the link, but wait until I connect first and then connect. So give me a second for me to connect here. All right, paste new link. There we go, connect. And let's make sure we're connected first. Okay, good. All right, so I'm connected, guys. Try again. And if this doesn't work, then we're just having some kind of Zoom link issue with our program that's not working. And I think I know what it was. We didn't update. The program updated this morning when I turned on, and I wonder something got screwed up here. So I see Avi, I see you guys, but I don't see your connection for some reason. I see you're connecting, but I'm not pulling up your camera. So we'll have to figure out what's causing that problem. Oh, Paris, no, you're coming on. Whatever you did worked there. I see you now, Paris. Okay. All right, we got Paris. So whatever you did there worked. I still don't have Avi.
I see Avi.
On not on YouTube. I don't see him coming in here. But whatever you did worked. So let's just, did you do anything different or just log into the link?
Just just logged in on the link that
Okay,
you sent.
cool. Try to share your screen.
Yeah,
And
let
let's
me
make
try.
sure that works. And then we'll try to figure out why Avi's having an issue. All right, you guys on YouTube should be able to hear Paris with no problem and also see him at this moment. And we'll try to get Avi on here. Mike says, no charts, trading blind. This is the way. Yes, you got to know exactly what you're doing to trade this way. Straight gambling. DEF, I do it all, man. I do a little bit of everything. But yeah. Okay, I see Abby joined. So what did you guys do different? And now Paris left. What is going on? Okay, so Paris, I guess now got disconnected. Okay, Paris is back. Okay, Paris, I see you're back now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. I can hear you. Your camera stopped working, though. Sebastian says the Zoom stock is dropping. Yeah, they're about to get shorted. Zoom is about to get shorted for their lack of tech issues today. Their lack of performance.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Why? Stop kicking me out, man. What is happening? I keep
Yeah.
getting kicked
There,
out.
there could be some Zoom issue. Um, they could be some problem there, actually. So I'm not sure. This doesn't really happen. Like it's always a good connection, and they do a great job. But today something is up. Um, I see you are back. I see your camera moving, so that's good. Okay, so could be something on Zoom's end that's causing some funkiness, but I see you good now.
Okay. I can hear you, Avi, but I cannot.
Yeah, because that's through you. You're probably hearing him through Zoom. Maybe he's got a. Let's see if we
Yeah.
got him. Let's see where Avi is. So let's see Avi right here. But in the meantime, Paris, share your screen. We can get started with that, and I'll keep working with Avi to get him going. But let's get you at least all set up and running, and then I can keep working with Avi to see why he's not connecting good. Again, for us, every day is a non-issue. We just connect, and we don't do anything. It just works, right? But today, for some reason, it doesn't want to work. It's Friday. It's trying to start the weekend a little bit too early. It needs to wait. It's not drinking time yet, Zoom. We need you to work here. Okay.
I am finding issues with sharing. Hold on.
Okay, you're not able to share?
When I click on share, do you see something?
I see your screen now. Yeah, yeah, I see it. And it's coming
It
in
just
on.
keeps stopping. What
No,
is
I have it now. I still got it.
But is it working?
Move it. Let me see. No, it's frozen. And we got Avi now too. But Avi, I'm not getting no audio from you. Let's see, where's Avi? Yes, I can't see what you guys are having issues with on your side, but everything over here looks fine. But clearly you're having some problems if it's throwing you off like that. And I see. And I see Avi still here. I see Avi.
Yeah, you see me now? I joined again.
Yep, I see you. Yep, you're back. But your camera, your screen's clearly frozen because you can see that it's not the timing sales is not moving. And that's not good on AVGO. It should be moving. It should be moving unless it got halted. Oh, it's going. So it's moving, then it stops. Is that what it is? You
Yeah, I
start
keep
sharing, then
trying
it
to share
stops.
it. It keeps stopping me. So
Are you getting some kind of error? I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, no error from me as well. It just like it kicks me out sometimes, and then when I start sharing, it's just
I'm just checking
oh, there is a
other things that
design.
could possibly be going on, but everything looks really good here. We do the live streaming. Yep, everything's looking good. So, not sure why. Very, very strange.
A different design popped up.
No, it could just be Zoom, man. Just could be Zoom having some issues because like right now you're back on and it's working, your screen is moving and you're fine. But if something is going in and out, everything on mine looks good. But again, we're using Zoom and we don't control what could be happening on their end. But like that could be the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And
we
then
just tried
for
that.
see that your screen froze again. Then for Avi, again he's here. I don't see. any reason why it's not working. So what we could do is, Avi, if you want to, I see a message. If you want to try a different link, we could do that. Let's give it this one more shot, and then if we can, we'll call it. We'll have it good for Monday. But Avi, yeah, send me one of your links, and let's try it differently. See if that works. And then after you connect, we'll send the link to Paris and get him going. But send me one of your links. Let's do it the older way, and see if we can get you going here. And if then that doesn't work, then there's clearly something wrong with Zoom, and there's some.
So I'll wait for your message, Carlos.
Yeah, wait for the message. Yep. All right, guys, so give it one more shot. Maybe Zoom got halted. Try in 5 more minutes. Says Sebastian in chat. I doubt it, man. That company's pretty big. Pretty big. All right, let's try one more thing here. So there it is. Abby sent me his link. We are going to connect here and do what we always do. And if this doesn't work, we'll call it and we'll start the drinking for the weekend. Let's see here. But I would love to see what these guys did, especially on a day like today, where again it was not an easy trading day. I'll tell you that much. It was not easy. Got better towards the end. We got a couple of bounces there, a couple of movements, but other than that, it was tough. Okay,
You got me, Carlos?
Right. I got you, Avi. That's good. Let's see.
Did you send the same one? Did you
Yeah,
send it to Paris?
Paris? Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can get him on here as well.
Yep. Right. I can help. I'm in the middle of a trade here.
Oh man, can't wait to hear about it.
It's wild, man.
Zoom is pretty good, man. They're actually. See, I was wondering why do these guys charge when you can use Google Hangouts and all these other applications, Google Meets, and they're all free. The features this thing has are incredible, and the quality is incredible. So I always believe you pay for what you get. Zoom is really, really good, man. It's unbelievable what we're doing with Zoom. Being able to connect Abby all the way from Dubai, Paris. Where you live, Paris? In Philly? Pennsylvania? Where do you live? We see your hand. Yep. We don't got your volume yet, but we see you dancing.
Everyone's here. There we go. Can y'all hear me on YouTube? I see YouTube is live.
Yeah, we hear you, Abby. YouTube should be hear you fine.
Okay, so we got that. All right. We'll just get Paris up and running as well.
That's your
Sorry,
screen. So
YouTube.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Cool. Thanks, guys, on YouTube for the feedback. Don't ask me what the hell's going on, guys. I have no idea. The market wants to go down. Zoom don't want to work. I don't know. Anyways. I see Paris. There you are. And all right, that should be okay now. Carlos, you got screens or are you seeing our screens?
Yes, I can see your screen. I don't have Paris's yet, but I see yours. And Paris, can you hear us now? I see volume coming in from you.
My screen is not showing on YouTube. That's the issue. It's showing within our.
No, I see it for sure. For sure, I see it. 100%.
see
Make
it.
sure you're live.
All right, so there we go. There's
Yeah,
Paris.
100% is up. Yeah, yeah.
Now we're good. We need Paris's screen as well. All right. Okay, we can at least start here. I think we'll be good soon. Cool. Wow. Hey, YouTube. Thanks for your patience on this fantastic Friday evening. Oh, what the hell? Look at SPY. I just hit a target. Anyways, wow. Just as we come on, look at that. SPY just smashed into a target. Fun. Let me get this up. 50. All right. Okay, here we go. So, hey, YouTube. While Paris comes online, we can now discuss some stuff. You all having fun yet today? Who made money going long today? Matthew, you tweeted with me yesterday in the screenshots. You like the SPY levels? Cool, man. Yeah, they are awesome, isn't it? I mean, look at this right now, too. Shit. I got two massive shorts on the SPY. I just covered it just before coming online. It was like a moment ago. That was huge. It's like $50,000. That's the second big one. So, it's not a bad day. Tricky day, I gotta say, guys. I mean, shit, I took a lot of stop outs early in the day, but very nicely green for now, and I think that'll be the end of the week. That's just about enough trading. Wow, I can't believe the SPY just ran so much. JC Trader, I don't use level 2 or the tape with my trading. What you see on the screen is all I use, just candlesticks and levels. And these are these Fibonacci levels. And as far as candlesticks are concerned, it's just the 30-minute and the 1-minute. All my trading is based on that. So absolutely nothing else. Oh, Paris is stuck. Oh man. Okay. Let's get this up. Paris, if you can hear me, I can't hear you at all. I can't hear anybody actually. Cool. All right, so I'll show you guys what I got into today. That made sense. A lot of things made sense actually. It just took a few attempts to get it running. This was okay, the SPY. Let's go with the SPY first. At about 10:30, about here, I shorted it and caught that drop. That happened very fast. So my whole thinking today was it's going to be weak anyway, because the SPY has been weak, right? Downtrend, and then in the consolidation overnight, putting in this massive long tail hammer. And my trade strategy tells me that's a very good continuation signal. It's going to continue down. So I was trying to get short while this thing was going up early in the day. But finally, it got to this level where I managed to short around this 572. Basically, pushed up, came back to the level. I'm seeing this as a reverse ABCD pattern. Got in this area, scaled in, and smashed it into the next level. And I'll show you what that looks like with SPX put contracts. There you go. I mean, this went so fast. It was just enormous. So that's one. And the other one I caught was here after this big pop that Andrew was talking about. He was, I think he went long NVIDIA. What was it, Tesla? I can't remember. And after I identified that it's rejecting pretty much the earlier level, because I'm only looking at shorts today based on the 30-minute, and that too off of these levels. So basically got up to that level where I shorted it previously and rejected again. So it provided another opportunity. And I just exited it a few minutes ago. And I'll show you what that looks like. This one was interesting because here's what it looks like. As it rejected that level, these are put contracts, right? So they go up in value. I just kept adding in as the price kept going in my favor. So my stop was there to begin with, but it got tighter and tighter. So even though my size was getting bigger, my risk was actually getting lower. And by the time I took the partials and exited that position, it was already at break even, or it was almost no risk on it. The exit was like somewhere here. It was probably better than break even. I was basically trailing the price till at least it's pretty much risk free, and then it just started popping and going. And these are 0 DT put contracts, right? So I'm not going to hold them very long. I don't have a lot of patience with them. So that was fun. And let's see what else was there. Oh yeah, I got into Meta. Meta, gosh. I took a few stop outs on Meta early up in the early part of the day. And then I caught a short. Oh yeah, I'll show you. This is interesting. You guys are gonna love this. 10:30 again, around 10:30. It was here. I took the short. And let me show you what I'm looking at. Again, similar idea on Meta. It's just in a downtrend. This big reverse hammer is telling me that downtrend is going to continue. So I'm just looking for weakness and basically off of the level there, the 5-minute, what we call it, the 8 a.m. candle low gets to that area. If it gives me a short opportunity, I'll take it. That's what, 625-ish? So I attempted that earlier in the day. It didn't work. And then eventually caught it there. And this is an interesting chart. Didn't continue the trade, but look at those. Those are the stop outs early on. There's one, there's two, there's three. And the fourth time I attempted it, it was, I think I shorted it. Again, I got in, tightened the stop, added, tightened the stop, added, partial, added more, tightened the stop, and it's all break even pretty much after the first few, bringing the stops in, and then hit a level, and then sure enough, it just smashed through it. I didn't have anything left by that point. And what's interesting on this is even after, I don't know how many, 4 stops, but adding in without risking more, it still ended up being like $43,000 just on this. So including the stops and all, I don't know what that is, 55? I don't even know. So
Yeah,
that's
give
the
me one second here. Are you able to check if the settings for Paris can transmit audio? Make sure he has like host settings. Host settings. I know that
yes.
in Zoom you're able to allow him to stream his audio too, I think.
It should already be set by default, but let me see if there's something I
Yeah.
need to look at. Meeting info reset. Okay. No.
And to
Rooms,
allow him to share screen too, maybe that might prompt you
Files.
to be able to give him approval.
Okay, yeah. The screen share thing is enabled now for multiple users.
Okay, good.
That should not be a problem. Yeah. Who can collaborate? All participants. Okay, there we go. Yep. So all the settings are now in place. It was just the
Can you
screen
hear
share
me?
that was not.
We could hear you now. There we go. That's what it was. Got it. Cool.
Holy crap. I don't know what the issue was.
Host settings there. So I changed one setting, and so far it looks like you're back on. So
Yeah, you should
Cool.
be able to share your screen now, Paris, too.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
all right. You guys on YouTube here, Paris, as well? Is that coming through? Let us know, please. Oh,
Yeah, I'm able to share my screen too.
okay, there we go. Everything's running. Everything's good. Nice. Matthew, yes, those are the measured moves 8 a.m. candle on a 30-minute chart, and I'm just trading off of those.
So everybody can hear me on the YouTube as well?
Yep, they just said they could, so yep. Cool, man. We're on. We're back on.
And
Wow, that was intense.
cool. Half an hour, but we are back. We are still here, so that's good.
Yes, thanks for your patience, guys, on YouTube.
It's
Yeah.
Friday. So,
Man, I was listening to you, Avi. Heck of a trade. Like, heck of a trade. Amazing, man. Like, it's blows
man,
my mind how you can trade that big of a size and have that holding capability of its. Like, look at the SPX trade, and I'm sure you were like hundreds of contracts in, and I think it went a couple of dollars against you. A little
it,
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a little bit, just for a little bit, yeah. But every time it found my direction, found new sellers, basically put contracts.
So what was your stop in that?
Initially, it was here. I'll pull up the spy chart. It's easier to see it. So initially, it was up here above the price action, this
Hmm.
wick. Then, as it started making lower highs, I'm just trailing it down. Once I confirmed the sellers here look good and it's going lower, so I put the stop here. And then this big one, it didn't hold. It kept going lower. I put it here. Then they had two wicks in a row here, so I put it here. Finally, the breakdown happened. I'm putting it above the breakdown, even tightening it up just basically on the other side of the level. And here again, when it's consolidating and I see this big red candle after this candle, I mean, the next one even goes down further. I'm putting it just above it. So I'm really just trailing the price action, not any moving average. And that way, I'm just minimizing the risk or maintaining the risk without adding, while adding size.
Okay.
Adding size and not adding risk. Basically, that's the idea. And the idea is it goes straight down to that level. I took it off about here on this wick. I was like, that's about enough. And that was where buyers were earlier. By that point, it was just, I don't even know, 100 contracts or whatever. And that's plenty for Friday. So
Course.
so
That's
no.
amazing, man. That's a a great example of how you can trade big size, and there are multiple ways to manage your risk. And this is one way, which is you'll start with your startup position. The more it works out, the more you add, and then once you are loaded with your full size, either you stop out at break even, you don't lose money, or either you make hell of a money, or either you like kick it out of the stadium. So I think a great way of trading, Avi. I think one I personally like to scale out and then scale back in, but I think I like your approach as well, where you scale in and then scale out completely eventually. So that's amazing.
Yeah, thanks. This one worked out. It's nice when, again, it's all about confirmation, right? So again, this is actively managing it. It's nice. It works and it's in your favor. And I think the key point again is risk management. Never risk more than you can afford to risk or emotionally afford to risk even. But if you want to scale up your sizing for the bigger profits again, so tighten those stops before you add in. Think about the
Yeah,
stops.
live to trade another day. Do
Yeah.
not blow up. If you blow up, you have 0% of coming back in. If you are down, you have some chance of getting back into the game. So
Yeah.
always.
Absolutely. I was down quite nasty early in the day today. Multiple five figures. Took a few stops on Meta, on SPX. I think I even made one attempt on Nvidia at one point. So that was like 8 stops or something. I don't even know. But it just took 2 or 2.5 trades, really. 'Cause one of them was like a half move. And now it's like just like any other big green day. So it's amazing how the risk to reward aspect of it is important. Stop when you must, and stop as many times as you must. It's just a small losing streak, really. And a losing streak for me, at least, was today was 1 hour, and the next hour was just fine. So something like that. So there you go, guys. Lots of fun. Robert, the SPX contracts 3,500. I don't know. Let's see. If you're looking at it, SPX contracts. My first entry was here. It was like, let's say about $20 per contract. So I think you add 2 zeros, that's $2,000 per contract. If I have it correct. I think so. Shit, somebody short the SPY now. I wish I held on. Look at this. It's going now. Again, a good setup. Perfect. Consolidation and continuation. Looks good. So Paras, you're chilling for the rest of the day, huh, with the trading?
Yeah, man. I'm negative on the day, but I'm not gonna take any trades. I took quite a lot of trades, but my trading is very hesitant today. Like very uh sticky, to be honest. I'm not down much, and I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna spoil on my Friday either. But I took quite a few trades, and I want to talk about those and what my thesis was. The thesis, I was actually long biased on the day. Uh, Overall, I was looking for a bounce. Let's, but especially on the stocks, and there was a reason behind that. AVGO, there was a reason behind AVG. I was bullish on a stock, and all my trades you see, this is one trade, this is second trade, this is third trade. All three trades were on the long side. And first trade, if you look at it, this is a perfect opening range break up. I was looking when it went down, did not bounce. And the idea that I was thinking that though it is selling off in the pre-market, it was extended in the sell-off was extended in the pre-market. The stock was gapped up on a news. Now it was here, it was like, okay, now this sold off. And the way it was trending down, I was expecting very far away from the VWAP, very far, and I was expecting a bounce exactly from here, 186, and I was looking for a bounce to 196. Like this was the area that I was thinking, then it would try to hold lower and then go lower. And I wasn't completely expecting a complete reversal, but that was a big picture idea on it. And once I started seeing aggressive selling in the pre-market, I was like, okay, the more aggressive the selling is, the better the bounce is gonna be. And it did go first long, it did pop up, but then it was like again the sellers were taking over. So I stopped out break even. I did not like the way that it was trading. But once it came back up again above the opening price and above the opening range, that's when I went long. It did pop up. And then I was thinking, okay, now it's going to pop to the high of 195, 196. This is the area that I was thinking that my target should be. But again, it held it here, tried to pop up above 191, but then again got rejected and I got stopped out. And the third time I was like, okay, now I'm not gonna touch it. I wanna let it hold above the 191 for 3 to 5 minutes before I start taking trade on another on the long side. But it never did. Then I took one more trade right here, very small size, because I was thinking that if it claims this area, usually it bounced again from 188, held this area 188.50. I was like, okay, now if this is a hold, if it's a true hold, I would go very heavy if it holds above 190. If start going with a startup position, because I know I'm going against the trend. To be honest, it's against the price action. Why am I saying that it's against the price action? Is because this was the initial opening range right here, right? And then it tried to circle around here, held here. It tried to break out of it. Now it's came back within the range. So the chances are, until and unless it holds the 191, that the price action would not change until then. So that's why I was lower size on it. I was like, okay, wait for, but if it breaks the 191 and holds it, and if I add here, it gives me a very nice average. So my average becomes like my, below the stop loss, which is you can manage your risk very well. So that's why I try to do a startup position, but even the startup position did not work out. So got stopped out on that. Then I traded NVIDIA. I think PLTR, sorry, PLTR. PLTR, I was okay. So I was like long bias on PLTR again. This is where I got sticky. Like this is where a very nice pop. This is a perfect pullback play. This is where the volume came in right here. At this point, I was like, okay, now it's gonna good ABCD pattern, go break to the 82 and higher, 84, 54. That's what I was looking for. And then it tried to, then again a big seller came in on the tape, and I was like, okay, not worth it. It's gonna maybe drop another point. And even SPY was looking weak at that point of time. And that's why like, okay, now it's let me get out and I'll get back in if it comes back again. So I should have gotten back in again here. And I was trading something else, but I couldn't capture this move that I was looking for. So long bias on this did not capture the move. Now it's back again into this area. Now I'm starting to nibble around. Okay, this is a good pullback. This is a bounce area. And I would want to see it goes higher just because how the stock was strong. It bounced from 82, stepped up, and then But I was like getting very sticky. I was going back in, cutting size, going back in, cutting size. And I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. So did not like it, cut my size on the thing and completely got out. So nothing after that, just the way it was trading. Then I traded AVGO, NVIDIA. So NVIDIA was again looking for a long side. So this was the long that I took, looking for the opening range break up, did not work out, stopped out. And once it came back into the range, I was like, okay, maybe this is weak rather than strong. So I then shorted it, uh, got a quick drop and stopped out break even right there. So, and then the third long, which again did not work out. And this, I don't know why, what did I do? The last one on NVIDIA. This is not my playbook setup. I was wanting to scalp it, but I was wanting to scalp on the 1110 and then break of 109. But then I got stopped out right there as soon as it lifted. I think this is exactly where Andrew made a shitload of money longing it. So pretty much squeezed me out on that. And yeah, and then Tesla. And Tesla was again long sides. Tried to go long for the break of high of the day, did not work out. Tried to go long a couple of times here, did not work out. Have to get out. So keeping my losses small though, but still down on the day, negative. But quite a lot of trades, but did not find that continuation on the long side. Even on the Tesla, like it looks small, but even that momentum on the upside right here, it popped like $1.5, $2, but then very quickly rejected. I was like, okay, maybe it holds here, tries to stop a lot of people out, and then it goes again. But then it could not hold, and I had to get out. So yeah, managing my losses, but keeping the losses small and calling it a day. Maybe today quite a lot of trades, but none of them worked out for me.
Yeah, that's a good call. Knowing when to stop, again, surviving financially and emotionally to trade another day. Most important thing that you learn in the first couple of years. That's the whole learning curve. And those lessons stick with you forever. That's good, man. That's amazing. I haven't figured that out yet, by the way. When I'm down, I want to trade more. But nice. Good work.
Yeah, I have like there were times when uh like until either I hit my max win day or until I hit my max loss. Like even though like I would be okay if I am green on the day and I would not trade for a little bit, but unless and until I hit my max loss, I would not stop. And I would just either want to just make my money back and just wanna because inside your head what you're thinking is there is still a chance until you hit a max loss. Max loss is like your broker just stops you from trading and you have a hard stop, you cannot trade anymore. That's what your max loss is. uh, and you have to have that's your risk management profile. And until you hit that, you still believe, you're optimistic person, you still think that there is a chance that I could make that money back on the money that I'm down. And but if you're not able to make money in your 10 or 15 trades at the open that you take, my average like decent day would be 4 or 5 trades in a day. Uh, but if you're like 15 trades down and you're still not there yet, you have to call it. If you're not, and the main time where like as a momentum trader or as a price action tape trader, my edge is gone after 11. So you have to call it if things are not looking the things you're not looking at things in a clear fashion. And Andrew does that. You have to realize that you know what, you're best of the best traders when you're not thinking straight. You can lose money.
Absolutely, yeah. Fantastic points. All you'll want to be day traders. This is it, man. And it's worth just always reminding yourself, even 5 years into the business, remind yourself you got to survive. That's the first
Yeah.
priority. Second priority is to thrive. So,
And yeah, and there is a point that Gaurav said, and I did that too. Like you set up a stop loss, or you set up a max loss, and then you call your broker and change that again. So, and I did that. But now you can actually let the broker know, and for me it's DAS. You can let DAS know that do not allow me to change that max risk. Irrespective, I'll reach out through calls, messages, emails. Sometimes you have to put that hard stop. Like I have done that. I'm guilty of doing that. I was like, okay, hit my max loss. Let me go back and change it. And then I kept going back and changing it 2 times, 3 times, and then it kept getting worse. So
That's
it is funny how the brain plays with you in those times. And that's where you have to find something to stop yourself. Like for prop traders and for people who trade in the prop firm, it's easy for them. The risk manager would just call it out and say that you're done for the day. But if you're a retail trader, what do you do? Like, you're not gonna listen. You're not gonna listen to yourself. You just wanna get back and trade, take another trade and make that money back and trade with a heavier size. And that deep hole will take you weeks, months to come back. So smaller losses or the losses that you think you can handle, you will be able to come back easily, but you'll have to be you would hate it just to sit back and do nothing. Sometimes you're down on the day, you hit your max loss. Sometimes I've done that max loss hit in the first 5 minutes of the trading. I was like, I was like, what do I do now? I have so many opportunities that I see, but there's nothing I can do. And you would hate it, but you'll have another day to trade than being in a situation where you would blow up your account and not have any, not being able to live the next day to trade. So
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Done that too. I've done that too. Call the broker and change it. By the time DOS unlocks my account again, I've already got a new strategy, and it's just 5 minutes later. I've done that too, and it's not nice. In the first couple.
and it's
Yeah,
it's crazy. And I still have my max losses. I still have, like, I do not trust my brain when I'm down. I do not trust when I'm down in an uncomfortable position. So like a lot of people can handle it. I like if I'm down really bad on a max loss, I would I would want to get back and change my risk and then get back into trading. But uh, that's the hard stop that you want to do.
yeah, never ends well. Yeah. So, well, guys, I'm still seeing a lot of downside, generally speaking, in the market. Things like Tesla and Nvidia. Still a long way to go, it seems. So, still money to be made.
So let's hear from YouTube. What do you do for your risk management? Like Brendan says that by the time you get through but I set a 1 day lockout for any risk updates just in case. So how do you do that, Brendan? Oh, Mr. C, I'm not in JD. I got stopped out. But how do you, so people from YouTube, how do you manage your risk? How do you control, or do you have a plan in place on how you handle your capital on the down days? What do you do?
Got Eric here saying, yeah, you've made that same mistake as well, going on tilt, deleting your max loss. Yeah. What do you all do?
It's pain based. Oh, Brandon,
What?
you call that? Yeah. So you do a lockout of 1 day, like you don't trade for the next day. I get my mom to turn off the power to the house.
Brilliant.
Oh my God.
Your mom is the best risk
But
manager.
having that awareness, Titan, to be able to tell your mom, and that's awareness is critical. Thank God that your position goes up. Uh, that's funny. Uh, that's a good idea, random Noctis, that you go for a 15-minute run That's amazing if you're able to like step away and get out of like I wish somebody like I had someone to tap on my shoulder when I'm down on the day and just get up and take a walk. Like I wish somebody was with me doing that. I would have saved myself from so much. And one very, one very amazing thing that you can do for yourself is go back, irrespective of how many trades you have taken, irrespective of how much, just look at the top losing days of your trading career. Just look at the top losing days of your trading career. Take top 5 or top 10 or maybe like top 3. Let's take top 3. If you just remove those 3 top trading losing days, you would be turning out profitable or something. Like had you not, uh, not traded more than your max limit on those 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, top 5 losing days, you would have been profitable on your trading career if you're not so far. So that's one food for thought to look for. It's not about the day, it's a marathon. It's like small gains add up, that then you hit the bases until you hit a home run, and then it would add exponentially.
Mhm. Yes, definitely stop. And it's a great way to do it. I love it. Knowing when to stop. And yeah, looking back at when you did blow up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. It's very, very telling. And yeah, looking back, you did that 3 months ago or 2 months ago, whatever it may be. You kind of look at that and like, I'm not that guy. There's no way I would do that. But the truth is, you are. You did. So you got to
Yeah,
know the
and
next
and
step.
sometimes you also want to understand, like that's why every single day you you want to have a check on yourself. Like check on yourself as in you want to check if you are emotionally stable, if you are mentally stable, if you are physically stable, if you feel sick, if you are emotionally not available. Like a lot of, like as a human being, we go through a lot of emotions in our lives, family member, everything. And if you're not in the right frame of mind, you call it of not trading. No, there is no reason for you to. You could be profitable on that day too, but the probability of you winning or being profitable is very low. So and I am guilty of that. It's like I am saying it, but I have traded and I've lost money to the on the times where I knew I'm gonna lose money. And even I have traded in such a way because I wanted to lose money just because of anger. Like I went into a trade to lose money, not making money. That's, it's you are, sometimes you should, and looking back, I shouldn't have done that. Of course, there were some issues going on, and I did that. Like I took some really really expensive options and everything with a big size, and in a just a matter of heartbeat, I was down 6 figures. So uh, and I wanted to do that, like just because of anger that I had. And looking back, I was like, I shouldn't be doing that, but I still did it. But again, it takes then weeks to come back into that shape, and you would hate that period because you are making money for you're catching up on your losses, and that's what you do not want to be a part of.
Yeah, that's amazing. Self-awareness, when you gotta practice that. I practice that all the time, and you know when you're not yourself. That's a hard thing. It's a very hard thing. I think if you guys practice self-awareness, then you have a much better chance in this business. And meditation is one of them. There's all kinds of stuff, but think about self-awareness. You know what state you're in, and you know you're not in your best decision-making state. So whether you haven't slept well or you're upset or something else bugging you, whatever, all kinds of stuff. Oh. Arun, yeah, 6 figures. Yeah, that's what Paris said. Even I've lost 6 figures. I've had multiple 6-figure down days in my first couple of years in trading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Terrible.
people who know me, like I'm going through a divorce, and at that point of time, I was like, I was like, end of the day, with that divorce thing, you have to give 50% out, right? I was like, I do not want to make any money. I want to lose money. So I just purposely lost money and then realized that I lost half of mine too. So, so
You burnt
it's
your half as well.
so yeah, that sucks. But yeah, sometimes, and that's why emotional check is really important, guys. It's like you wanna have that emotional check. Uh,
Yeah. Oof, absolutely. When you have a market like this, like we've been having recently as well, oh man, the market can make you emotional. You show up, you're just fine, but you have set up, you didn't take it, it goes in your favor right there. You didn't touch the market, but already you're not yourself. So you could get upset with something that you missed out on. So even that, while trading, you got to be really aware while you're in the game, while you're watching, just watching. So there's that too. Yeah. Cool. Wow, look at that. It's already noon. Thanks for your patience, guys, today with all this connectivity stuff. But here we are.
yeah.
It's
Thank you,
noon,
guys. Yeah.
noon on Friday, which is what, 9 p.m. So on Friday.
Awesome, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend. Take care. See you on Monday.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Yeah.